Welcome to episode 299 of the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. I am Lord Steve Bushotee. With me today, old school, are the two best co-hosts a host could have.
Jesus Maverick. Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
Travis Bolles is here. How you doing, Trav?
Alive.
And next to him across from me is Pete McCarthy. How you doing, Pete?
I'm deservedly alive. I can't say the same for my cohorts, but
What?
It was a rough week. Let me tell you.
It's most funny in here.
I figured real Steve was gonna come back and be all apologetic for being such a fucking dickhead.
Never apologize.
Why aren't you smoking? Where's your cigar? I thought that was your new thing.
I quit. That shit's, I ain't doing that. I didn't have any place to smoke it.
It's cold turkey.
She won't. If Heidi won't let me smoke it here, I ain't doing that shit in my house.
Stinks.
Courtney loves the smell of it.
She does. She does, but you know.
She just loves the smell of her alpha flexin'. She just loves it.
Talked to an old coworker of Steve's yesterday, and I talked about riding around with him in his previous municipality where he worked. He'd just have his arm out the window, and he'd look at it, and he'd kind of flex it, and he'd look in the mirror. Damn, man, he'd just compliment himself. Dude thought he was fucking nuts.
Would you see Nick?
I did.
I saw Nick.
That's
Recently.
why he brought it up when I saw him yesterday. So he goes, man, I don't know what changed since the last time I saw him, but damn. I was like, yeah, he moved all his muscles around. They're everywhere now. So.
Well, life.
Life's
been tough.
Cigars, man. Cigars been tough.
So,
I have a sneaky suspicion like he had always wanted to try a cigar, like ever since the whole Bill Clinton thing in the mid-'90s. He was always curious. So,
How was the cigar?
I think we witnessed his first one.
Definitely his first whole one.
it's nice.
It was?
I liked it. It was smooth. You know, when you smoke quality like that. A little bit of ashes on the table here.
Yeah. For some reason, I couldn't get Heidi to clean that up.
He's like, I put the Roomba up here, but it kept knocking my fingers over.
Yeah. So it was tough. We had a good 4 hours of constant beratement.
It's your house too. It is your house too.
That is true. It is my house too. And then I had to defend. I had to defend the alpha quite a bit. And then probably after about 2 or 3 days,
sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, thinking it might be the end.
Jesus.
I did not sleep on the couch. Come on. She can't. She would never allow me to sleep on the couch. Sometimes I would love to sleep on the couch.
You're too far away.
Yes. No. She is way too addicted. So about a couple days in, things are starting to settle a little bit. Gave her a little bit of that 1, 2, 3 minutes, and
over a little stogie.
Everything. Everything's good now. Everything's good. I'm a little glad she was out of the house before you guys got here.
I had nothing to fear coming here today.
Nope, you do not. She is
pro Peter right now.
She is pro Peter.
Hope she's not expecting an apology from me. I did nothing wrong.
You didn't. You definitely didn't.
There's this if you need it.
For your butthole?
Yeah, this stuff works well. If anyone, I don't know if I should go to the toy cam on this one. For anyone who might run into an issue like Steve coming and just, I'm sure Anthony
there's
probably
a lot
had
of guys
these.
that seem to sympathize with Heidi. Is everybody that much of a pussy? Because if I wanted to smoke a cigar in my house, I'd just smoke it. I'd be like,
Yeah, in your house. You're absolutely right. You weren't in your house.
We should probably run a poll to see how many people are agree with you on this one, Steve. But I
mean, if Travis would have said, Steve, you need to put that out, I would have done it. Out of respect for Travis. But he seemed to be cool with it. He seemed to be enjoying it. I think he liked the smell.
I actually do like the smell. I like the smell.
That's
of the cigar.
that's how non-confrontational Travis is.
Also true. But I
He would have been chuckling the same if he would have come home and you would have been humping Heidi. Oh, that rascal. Look at that. Pumping a load to my wife.
It's weird how some guys draw the line at, or some wives and people draw the line at smoking a cigar, but not if someone else plowing their wife. That seems strange.
that's a little odd to you.
It's a little odd to me. I'm a little bit the reverse.
You go the other way?
They go the other way. Yeah, no one breeds my wife but me.
She better not be breeding.
You're so romantic.
I hope not.
Oh my god.
We had this talk last night, me and my wife.
What you would do?
No, I was like thinking about it, because
We're cleaning out the closet. What do I do with these old wire hangers? Hold on to them.
they put one of those things up in her, so she don't get knocked,
Yes.
right?
An umbrella. Heidi has it too.
And
Until one of you guys catch that as a skewer right in your pee hole, I'll be like, I told you so.
nah, it's not long enough. I can't get up there.
I touched it once.
I think I did too.
You did?
Well, there's like a little fishing line or something up in there, ain't there?
Yeah, that's how they
That's how
pull
they
that
grab
hook
it,
out.
and yank
Yeah.
that bitch out.
Yeah. Well, I think they got to go in there and put the umbrella down first. I think they go in and they got to, push that little button and close the umbrella. It can't come out like a fish hook.
Astounding. Your guys' lack of understanding is astounding.
Hey, all I know is
But I'm not going to tell you the truth because Steve always gets mad when I do that.
I know.
Yes,
that,
it is an umbrella in there, and
Yes.
it just basically catches the semen. So, and then every couple of days, Heidi just has to pull it out, shake out her umbrella, and put it back in.
It doesn't
So-
work like that. It confuses the sperm, and they turn around and go back.
No
Like they-
Jeremy today.
no Jeremy.
They go up, and then they hit the umbrella, and they're like, "Oh, detour," and they just go back out.
And don't make that noise. Please don't. I don't want to envision anyone making that noise from that part of their body.
So they're usually good for like 5 years,
Yes.
I think. And Claire is 15. And
So you're talking about putting one in?
Oh, God, here we go.
No.
Jesus.
No.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm saying that
Okay.
my last
Your
kid is 15 years
transitions
old.
are the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you guys are on a total different...
okay.
Plain I
But
am.
now I understand what you're talking about. I get it.
Claire
Yeah,
is
yeah.
15 years old, which
Yep.
That umbrella
Just get
would
on
stop
with it.
zero rain.
so
Just
5
so everybody
years,
knows. So
that's 3 5-year cycles for Courtney to get it not...
it's
Yeah,
that-
it's more like a flux capacitor, isn't it?
it's a T shape. It's not really a.
So
Just one.
she got one put in shortly after Claire was born. 5 years. Claire's 5. Claire's 10. Claire's 15. So last night I'm like,
Send that to Cody.
wait a minute. When we need to, is that thing still working?
Yeah.
Because it should be about ready to get swapped out, right?
Yeah.
She's like, "What are you afraid we're gonna get? You're gonna knock me up?" And I'm like, "You're damn right I am."
Hell yeah.
Because I do not want to have to change my stance on abortion.
Ironically enough,
Because I'm pro-life unless she gets pregnant.
smoking actually kills your sperm count. So
What?
smoking kills your sperm count.
Really?
It does. I shouldn't say it kills it. It can negatively impact your sperm count. I mean, a virgin smoking one cigar in a basement to try to be cool, probably not. But cigar virgin, not sex virgin. So, I just sent you a picture, Cody, of the umbrella that is inserted into at least 2 of the 4 wives here's vaginas.
I think it's all the way up in the uterus.
It is.
Wow.
So, but you have to. I don't understand the female anatomy. That's how you get to the uterus.
Well, you got to get through the cervix, you know.
Right.
I know a lot of that stuff. I know what's going on in there.
I know what's going on in there.
I do not. I do not.
So
I
yeah,
visit it once in a while.
I just know that we did discuss. We're like, what the hell would we do?
Heidi, a rainstorm's coming. Is your umbrella
What would you
ready?
do?
What would I do?
What would you do? I mean, really? I mean, now she comes home. She's like, at this stage in your life, Kane just graduated.
I push her down the stairs.
I've got that's good.
And then I would jump from the top.
Flying knee right in the belly.
How did we make it to almost 300?
I don't know. I don't understand how it happened. It would not be in the belly.
No.
It would be on the neck.
If she dies, baby dies.
What would you do?
We miss Jeremy. Jeremy is ill today. Don't want you guys thinking that Heidi killed him or anything like that.
And not like in a cool, like Beastie Boys, like License to Ill way.
No.
Wouldn't that be sad if
Like-
Jeremy's the one that got killed?
Let's be honest. Of this crew, he would be. Think of all the movies. Think of South Park. He's our Kenny. Oh my God! She killed Jeremy. Son of a bitch.
Cody just pointed out that he thinks this is the first episode that Jeremy has ever missed.
I feel like he's right.
I feel like he has missed one.
Well, let's ask him.
Wasn't he still playing band?
He's in the chat. What's that?
Oh,
yeah.
well, if he's in hey, Jeremy, you know what? Now that I say that, I feel like Kyle or somebody did fill in one day. We was
Because he
doing
had a
something.
band or some band thing
No.
or some kid thing maybe for life.
Yeah, kid thing.
Yep. I just know that I certainly have missed a lot more episodes than Jeremy has.
I've missed a ton recently. Like this last year's been rough.
I've missed. For years, it was me that never missed.
Right.
And I've missed this year.
Because you had work and podcast.
Yeah.
And that was it. It's pretty easy to balance that kind of schedule.
Yeah, you missed a few this.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And what episode was this? Did we determine what it is?
I called it $2.99.
Maverick said, I feel like Cody is wrong. I'm pretty sure Jeremy's missed 3 episodes. 119, 174, and he was more than 30 minutes late to 219, which is goes from a tardy to an unexcused absence. Thanks, Maverick.
Maverick also doesn't know what order we do things.
Yeah, Maverick was definitely wrong on that. Yeah. The Euro Legions boys pointed that out.
I love those
It's
guys.
toy news,
They're like
then
Maverick.
toy drama.
Yes, they're like Maverick was wrong. Although I will say, we have kind of over the last probably 20 episodes, maybe gotten a little loose with the outline.
The problem was we were never tight. So
I was tight when I was younger. Before the abuse.
what to do?
I do feel like I am still tight in certain areas.
What, your ear hole?
Yeah, right now it still is a little enlarged. Like I'm when I jump in the pool, I plug it like this, and people are like, don't you think maybe you should just get like an earplug? And I'm like, I'm doing that.
Checking in on my FBI radio.
So yeah, like this.
Jumping in the pool.
I jump in the pool like that. I'm plugging. Yeah. Manly.
I told you that story about me jumping in the fucking foam pit.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty
Plugging
good.
my nose. Just because out of habit. Like a fucking idiot. Oh.
Isn't that kind of like? I mean, here we are, 40. I mean, you're how far away from 40 are you?
Couple months.
Oh my!
December.
Holy crap,
Man. So I turn 20. I'm sorry. I turn 40 on the 20th of December. Cody turns 40 on the 30 on the 26th of December. My brother Dylan turns 30 on the 1st of January. So during the Christmas holiday, we're doing a big birthday celebration, and we are gonna have the chamber bar and Gary's all to ourselves for a private party.
Oh,
And
nice.
because it's 30th and 40th, we're doing a 70th birthday party. So everybody dress up like old people.
Oh.
Gonna have full karaoke set up.
Oh my
and
god, that sounds super fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Is
So-
this looking at Cody? It sounds like this is the first time he's hearing this.
Uh-huh. Well, because it's my brother and I's party, but Cody's going to be invited because he'd be invited by Dylan. He'd be invited by me.
Yeah.
It's a joint party. He's family. Hopefully he brings his mom. She's hot. and his birthday celebrated as well. So,
Which one of you is struggling more with the birthday? The 30th or the 40th?
I don't know. What's it like turning 30 but looking 25 versus turning 40 and looking 52?
I have gray hair,
So,
dude.
yeah. You just look distinguished.
I like the gray in your hair.
30 was no big deal to me.
Hey, Maverick says he turns 24 in 1 week because somebody asked, apparently.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Maverick.
24. Been a long time.
Did any of them bother you, Steve?
Not really. 50
Yeah.
will be a little weird, though.
Yeah.
I think 50 is where I'm like really realizing. It's weird now because my parents had me late in life. So I remember my dad being 45. Like I remember knowing. So they had me when they were 35. So I'm 10.
Yeah.
So I'm conscious of my father's own age.
Yeah.
And the earliest I remember that being is 45.
Yeah.
I'm 45. And I can kind of like picture what I thought of my dad at 45 as a 10-year-old.
Oh,
And
he
now
was
looking.
ancient.
Yeah, and it's like it's kind of weird. It's like I'm in a totally different spot than he was. He had a 10-year-old, and I've got, one's graduated and the other one is 10th grade. But
But not too far. I mean, 5 years.
I guess it's not really
Yeah.
that crazy, but yeah. So
I remember my mom buying all the over the hill stuff for my dad's 40th birthday. I would have been 8 or so when that happened. I remember, like it said, being everybody bringing the gag gifts of old man shit, and
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I remember nothing.
doesn't
I
surprise me.
remember.
That's because of the trauma.
Yeah, I don't remember anything like that. But I
In your defense, you did probably suffer multiple concussions this week. 'Cause I know your wife, so
also possible. I will say, and I'm a little concerned for you, Peter,
oh shit.
because at 40, I did all of a sudden start to feel like my body was like,
It's change.
like F you. Like,
Oh yeah, I call that 37. So
which is the thing is, I mean, at 40, I know is not that number. You might already like experience, but it did like all of a sudden it was like
I pulled my groin getting out of the vehicle the other day. Like I have to pick up my left knee and swing and manually swing my leg out of my vehicle right now. If not, it causes severe pain in my groin.
Cody, on the other hand, is not battling the thing that, of course, the three of us battle, which is being overweight. Cody, on the other hand, is probably going to be at 50 and be like, I still feel great.
Right. And he'll have the exact same amount of gray hair he has now, and I'll be like, fuck you, Cody.
Probably true. Probably true. Yeah.
But both of my shoulders need to be repaired. I did a fucking wrist thing the other day. I have tennis elbow in my left. I'm right-handed. I've never played tennis. I somehow have tennis elbow in my left arm. And it was like so weird. The one day I ended up going to fucking urgent care because my arm was swollen and it was cold. Like it wasn't getting blood. I'm like, what the fuck is
That
going
happened
on?
a long time ago, or did it just happen again?
No, this was that. This was that was like the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Like my right shoulder was in a car accident, and now that's just coming to roost as those things do. I have an arthritic hook in my left shoulder that is going to need to be scraped and repaired. So I'm like, well, just do them both at the same time because I can't afford to miss work. So just do them
so you're
both.
gonna be like this.
Yeah, just be done with it. And they're like, yeah, we can't do that. And I said, why? It says it has to do with the rehab. And they're like, yeah, kind of. And I was like, oh, you mean it's my insurance wanting to double dip? Okay, yeah, great. That's perfect. Awesome. I'm so glad that our medical professionals, go to college for 14 years to get a degree. So some asshat insurance company go, no, we can do more if we. It needs to be completely fixed. Well, yeah, we're gonna do it arthroscopic first and just check it out. No, just fix the motherfucker. You already know it's broke. Idiots.
No, I'm gonna be pissed when I end up dying before you guys.
You should be. You would have a complete bit. If you get up to the pearly gates and God, you have a valid bitch.
Yeah.
You could be like, you know those three other fuckers? For
Have you seen what they eat?
and I'm here.
I'm pretty sure there was entire weeks where Travis only ate ass. There's no nutrients value there.
At all. It's fun, though. Yeah.
So, are you two? Me and Cody talked about this a bit on the way up.
God, you two now. Boozing
Yeah.
buddies.
Fucking poor Cody, man. What I love is like
They had a sleepover last night.
what's really sad. Did you see him pull up? Steve made Cody drive. He rode in the back. Cody got out, like opened the door for him. It was fucking embarrassing as shit. They had a sleepover. I saw that.
So me and Cody talked. If you guys aware of the new Netflix show called The Big Short?
No.
Okay, so it's basically oh God, what's his name? Batman.
Keaton.
Nope.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Oh.
There's a bunch of stars in it, really.
Okay.
And it's about the market crash of 2008, I think,
Yep.
when the home prices all dropped like crazy and everything. It's a good show. But basically what it's about
Movie.
is there were a few people that saw it coming and bet on the market crashing, and they took out insurance on these loans that they knew were going to crash, which was crazy at the time, because at the time it was thought that homeowner mortgages is a sure thing.
It's a safe investment.
Yeah. And they were like, no. So Christian Bale plays the character that saw this coming. Like, he's like, okay, he reads the numbers. He goes, fuck, this is going to crash in March of 08 or 07 or whenever it was.
Is it based on a true story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a real man.
Okay.
So he saw this coming, and everybody thought he was fucking nuts when he walked in there. And he's like, I want to put $1 million on insurance on this group of mortgages, and they're like, oh, okay, you're stupid for just handing us money.
Yeah, they just took his premium and laughed at him.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously he became a gazillionaire because of it, and so did a few others who jumped on. Steve Carell plays a character, and it's good. It's a pretty neat show.
Sidebar, tying the two together, Steve Carell is one of those guys that has only gotten better looking. He's all gray with a beard, and he's gorgeous.
You ever look at the pictures though of the first seasons of not sidetrack here, but
He had to have hair.
he had hair implants.
He had hair implants done because the first season he looks bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yep.
Of The Office?
Yeah.
If you
Well-
go back and look.
Well, they made him. He lost weight and everything between the second, because if you watch the first season, it's a little darker than the rest.
Yeah.
And they said, we want to make Steve Carell like have a likable side. So he came back in looking better for the second season, because that was a conscious decision to make him more likable. Anyways,
To be better looking.
so this real guy that Christian Bale played in this movie, the real counterpart man, Cody informs me, just bet how much?
1.6 billion.
Did he just say Cordy? Like he mixed Courtney and Cody together.
You know, it's getting that. We live so close now.
It was subconscious, but I caught it. It was a Freudian slip. Yep.
Yeah, 1.6 billion.
1.6
He tried to put a UED in Cody's butt this morning. IUD. Damn it, then I did it. Fuck.
Me and Pete have been trying to get with this dude for years. You guys, a couple car rides, and
There's a
you got
magnetism.
fucking nicknames for him and shit.
Yeah.
Travis actually texted me the one day. We were at the pool, and Cody's swimming, and his girlfriend's swimming. And we've talked about Cody's girlfriend. She's an absolute sweetheart. And Travis literally texted me. He was like, I literally, like, threesome with these two would be amazing. He's like, I literally would bang Cody while he bangs Sarah. Like, I'd wear a Cody condom, essentially, just to get a piece of Sarah. And I thought that was super creative. So, but
They're not listening to you, Steve.
I don't remember that conversation.
Christian Bale, 1.6 billion, go.
Christian Bale didn't do 1.6 billion. The man Christian Bale played that foresaw the crash just recently now 1.6 billion on another crash. So it's coming, boys.
How does Christian Bale have $1.6 billion? I realize he played Batman. How can he have that much money?
I don't know, Travis. So
you think there's a housing crash coming?
Well, there needs to be some kind of crash because regular people can't afford to buy regular shit anymore.
Yeah.
So,
which makes me wonder how much this little guy's going to be worth here soon.
why is that played by Christian Bale too?
No, it's...
Are you worried about the toy world?
Yeah, that's first and foremost. I'm not worried about...
Hey, can you not talk real like this when I'm sitting here with cases of these figures in my house?
that are all discounted because they smell like cigar smoke.
I don't need doom and gloom right now in my life, okay? I just made it through Hell Week because you smoked a cigar.
I don't need doom and gloom because of your plume.
Wasn't that bad.
So what you're saying is Christian Bale now is going to be a mega billionaire.
That's what I'm saying. Is Christian Bale is going to be a gazillionaire.
Michael Burry.
Michael Burry.
Can I see a picture of Michael Burry?
Why does that matter?
Because I'm curious.
Yeah, I just kind of want to know what he looks like. I mean, if Christian Bale played him,
He looks kind of like...
Christian Bale had to really ugly down for this role.
Christian Bale's not good looking.
He's got a big square, kind of that big square jaw.
Christian Bale's got that big mole or that big wart thing on by his eye, and he's also got like shark teeth.
You
Hey,
really
will
don't
pull-
think
will you
Christian
pull
Bale
up
is good
Christian
looking?
Bale so I can see that thing on his face?
Not really.
Oh, what?
Pull up Christian Bale. Apparently he's got a thing on his face.
He does. He's got a big boil or something that he's had for a long time.
It's a boil.
And it's
I just
weird.
love that Cody is our Googler.
He's Googling it.
With a beard or
With a, I don't care. I just want to see the boil.
Show him smiling.
boil?
He don't smile with his
His
mouth
front
open.
teeth are short, and his shark
in
teeth.
push back a
Incisors
little
are a little bit bigger. I mean, I think mine are like.
I don't
you
see
see
a
it?
boil. I don't see a boil.
It's got to be there. He's
right
in
there.
every movie.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see it.
Oh, can you zoom in?
It just looks like a mole.
It's like a boil. It's like a boil more like a.
What's a boil?
I don't. It's a thing that swells up, right? I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, I can't believe he hasn't had that removed. That guy
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm worth $1.5 billion.
1.6.
Yeah, 1.6
Yeah, he
billion
foresaw
dollars.
the freaking market crash.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't care.
Probably talks to him.
He is a little crazy, isn't he?
You're amateur. Remember that?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Terminator. He's hot. You're telling me he's not a good-looking guy?
I mean, he's Muskegon hot. He's not Hollywood hot. He's talented. I give him that. Fucker commits to a role.
He was the only good thing in Thor: Love and Thunder.
He was great in Thor: Love and Thunder.
The only
Yeah.
good thing in that movie.
Jesus, he was in that?
Yeah, he's the bad guy.
Yeah. If they'd just showed us the black and white scenes, we'd have been fine.
Yeah,
He's the bad guy.
he was.
Oh, the bald guy.
Gore.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Gore.
Yeah.
He's 49, about to be 50.
About to be 50.
Yeah.
He is not going to feel like we feel at 50. I don't
No,
think.
I think he's probably gonna be okay. Although that constant weight fluctuation, for-
Yeah, his up and down. Like those skinny pictures we just saw, that was right before he played Batman and he beefed up.
Yeah, but when you have the amount of money that you
Oh.
have, the people in your life can help you do that
Dude,
much more safely than the average person.
Listen, if you got $1.6 billion, you easily,
To lose,
yeah.
because that's what you do when you bet.
Yeah, your chef just like counts the calories, creates what you want.
How'd you do in
Has a meal
economics
plan.
when you were in college? Did you do well in economics class?
Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I chose a profession where I didn't even have to take a math class. I'm like, what profession can I do and I don't have to
So
take a
you
math
didn't
class?
you didn't choose your profession because you wanted to help the world?
Oh, I wanted to help the world by me not having to do math.
The world appreciates it. His math is terrible.
Yes. Now I'm sitting here struggling, I'm walking up to a car going, okay, the speed limit's 25. They were going to 43. When I get up
18.
there, how... You did it that fast?
It's not hard.
I'm like, how do I tell them how... You were going 18 miles over the speed limit. I mean, geez, oh, Pete's.
Hey, you know how fast you were going? Yeah, that's what I got you at. How much is that above the limit? You're absolutely right. You passed the first test. I'm going to knock it down to 5 over. Here's your ticket.
I don't write tickets. I think a good talk is...
Coach, counsel, and mentor, man.
Yes, it's efficient. It is.
Yeah, I was watching videos the other day of these cops that go up to cars and they're like, the guy's like, he's like, license and registration, and the guy's like, why did you pull me over? And he's like, I'll tell you in a minute. Give me license and registration. And it was like this whole big friggin' war between the guys, and I'm like, what would Travis do in that situation?
One day
be
Travis
like-
is going to find out that they give him a toy gun.
It's not
Travis will
true,
walk
'cause
out and
one
be
time
like,
I shot it in the air, and a real bullet came out.
One time.
into the ceiling of the school, and they were like, "Hey, Trav, when we said we talk, it's career day. Don't actually fire. No desk pops. No desk pops for career day."
I was very thankful. Very early in my career, I saw a video.
A desk pop. September 08.
I saw a video, and a guy was in a classroom doing a presentation and literally shot himself in the foot. And I'm like, I'm never gonna be that guy.
That happened recently, right?
It happened last summer.
Yeah.
Here. Yep. Canine officer.
Guns are dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dog actually just died.
Oh.
This last
Remy.
week.
Wow.
Yeah. Bummer.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So
Here we are.
here we are.
Episode 299.
Why?
Why are we still here?
Why? I know why we're still here, because we have fun. I don't know why anybody's in the chat, but there are people in the chat.
Lori said that Christian Bale is not attractive.
There you go.
Is there any other women in the chat now?
No.
Other than Maverick. No.
Oh.
I'll tell you, I mean, when you compare, like, Christian Bale and you get people out there like freaking Brad Pitt,
Brad Pitt's hot.
Well, but
he's super hot.
and those guys age gracefully. Like Brad Pitt, has aged really well, and some people just haven't. Some people are just fortunate enough.
And they have a little help.
Yeah.
I mean, with that age, I don't think Brad Pitt's had major reconstructive plastic surgery, but
You think he's had plastic surgery?
I don't think he has major, but I think they get a little Botox here and a little bit of
Botox.
hair plugs here, so their hairline stays in check and
Botox, for sure.
stuff like that. But he still is holding up pretty damn good. Damn, I watch young movies with him in them, and I'm like, man, I get it.
Yeah. He's a good-looking dude. He is a very good-looking dude.
Johnny Depp,
think-
young Johnny Depp. Damn.
I think honestly though too, if you even just take care of yourself, and if you're one of these people, your career
Job is that?
Yes, it's your job. So not only the working out, but they probably put on lotion.
Oh yeah.
I mean, is that something?
I'm more than just their dick.
Every guy's dick is always really well preserved.
I know. I'm like, I might be 40. My dick's turning 22 this year. So. It's the your dick isn't born till the first time it really gets wet. You know what I mean? That's when it changes.
ID keeps buying me lotion, and I'm like, I just need that one tub that I have that's by the bed.
With a pump on it.
I'm like, what is this for? Well, that's for face and neck. I'm like,
Who cares about my face and neck?
why am I going to put lotion on that? Yeah, I'm sure those guys probably are doing a little bit better job than what we're doing to maintain their appearance.
Okay, real talk.
Yeah.
All right.
I love real talk.
So, what
On YouTube.
what is it you put on your body on any given day?
Bar soap.
Yep. What kind?
And whatever. To be honest, I don't ask.
Whatever Heidi buys.
Whatever Heidi. And every once in a while, there'll be like a big, it's like that Sasquatch.
Oh yeah.
There'll be some. They're like nice smelling. Like
Right.
I'll scrub.
And they got like a little bit gritty.
Yeah. And I like that a lot. But it don't matter. Sometimes it's just like whatever. So that, like I said, shampoo twice
Twice a week.
Yep.
Yep.
That is it.
Yep.
Monday, Thursday.
Deodorant.
Deodorant.
Toothpaste.
I will say that if I'm, especially because of the sun, like if I'm appealing, I put lotion on my face.
Right.
But it's not like I don't do that every day.
Yeah, I peel like a man. I just peel like a man. How about you, Steve?
Pretty close to the same. Is Dove, I think, soap, bar soap that I shower with. Whatever Courtney buys me for shampoo. I don't do that every day. I think I do it every other day. I get my hair wet every day so I can style it.
Yep.
But then I only use shampoo, but I do use lotion on my left elbow every day because I have this crusty thing going on that I can't get rid of.
Is that psoriasis or what?
I don't know. It doesn't itch, and usually I've been told
Psoriasis itches.
you get psoriasis on both sides usually.
Okay.
If you have it on one, you have it on the other elbow.
Mm-hmm.
It's symmetrical.
I'm
a lot
not
of
terribly familiar with it.
Is it an elbow that is like your resting elbow, like when you drive or?
I don't know, but I
Okay.
get this like skin buildup on it.
Yep. I got a couple buddies that Jason has that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I usually but that's the only spot I rub it right. I did it this morning. I rub it right here, and that's it.
Yep.
And then if I have any access on my hands, I'll do this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fucking 40 people are listening to this shit.
Yeah, why are you talking about this? This is stupid.
What about you, Pete?
Deodorant.
Listen to Pete.
I hate lotion. Like you've seen me put suntan lotion on. Amanda does it.
You're not a fan. Yeah.
I do not like
You
that
don't
on
like
my
it
hand.
touching your hand.
I do not want that greasy on my hand. So I shampoo my hair every day
She
because
also
I don't
takes
have
the meat
hair.
off the bone, doesn't
I
she?
clean my
God damn.
I clean because I clean my scalp because I don't have hair.
Pete's the
I do it
true
every day.
Yeah.
Deodorant, toothpaste, and that's it. I don't like anything else to touch
What about
my
your
body.
stick thing you said?
Oh yeah, like a runner stick. Yeah, for chafing. Yeah, that's deodorant. So I kind of fell in that category. But yeah,
What about Cody?
Cody has like a fucking legit regimen.
I bet you he doesn't.
So he
I
puts
bet
like
you he's just like
I'm
us.
pretty simple.
puts Nair
I am
on
a
his
bar
taint.
soap guy, but Irish Spring.
Irish Spring is mine. Head and Shoulders, Irish Spring. That's where I live, man.
And then I do use like Gold Bond, like men's lotion, like just body lotion.
Your entire body.
Usually my arms, like on my like tattoo,
Okay.
and then yeah, on the face as well. It's like face and body lotion, like just all in one.
This is a
And then Old Spice deodorant.
Old Spice deodorant.
Antiperspirant or deodorant?
The
Is it
blue
white,
stuff.
white or gel?
Blue.
The
Yeah.
gel. Yeah,
That's antiperspirant, ain't it?
yeah. That's just deodorant.
Okay.
I can't handle that. 4 hours after that, it's gone.
Yeah, really.
Yep. I'll burn through it. I have to have an antiperspirant, or else I will stank.
Not to keep going down this road.
Yeah, we
that's
should get
super
off
exciting.
this
But real quick though, because we all have this issue. What do you do when you use the soap on your body?
Yeah.
And there's a hair on it.
Yeah,
What do you do
pick them off.
with your hand? You just pick them off. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
If you just keep rubbing the soap, and then the hair comes off.
You do what? What are you? What's the question?
If you're soaping yourself up and you go to put the soap
I'm wrong.
away and there's a piece of hair on it from your body,
I remove it.
Oh.
you remove it.
Yeah, that's super weird. I am kind of OCD about that. I like let it sit under the water for a second, and then it's clean, and then I put it on the shelf.
Yeah, I do the same thing. And I guess I've never really consciously thought that. But yeah, I always rinse the bar of soap before I put it back on the little cubby.
Here's the deal. My wife doesn't understand why she always has to change my wash rag. And she thinks it's gross that I'll use my wash rag for as long as she'll leave it in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? It gets cleaned every time I use it.
Yeah.
Every time I use it, I'm putting soap on it. Every time I get done with it, I wring it out and I hang it over the thing. It's clean, isn't it?
This is kind of an age-old debate, because how many times can you using that as a somewhat of an example, how many times can you dry off after a shower with a towel before it needs to be washed?
Till it stinks.
Till it stinks.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's how I am.
Yes. Till it stinks.
And the only reason it stinks is mildew. It's not
Mildew.
because it's taking gross water off
Right.
you.
Which I would question your washcloth. If it starts to smell like mildew, then I would. But otherwise, no. You would just keep using that forever.
It's like, and I don't know, people use those fluffy things.
A loofah.
A loofah. How long can you use a loofah?
See, I don't use any either.
I don't use
No,
a
I
loofah.
just put the
I don't
bar of
use the
soap against
washcloth.
my body.
Yeah.
Oh. What do you
You
use
just
the
use
washcloth?
hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you use the washcloth? You put the soap in it and rub it, and then rub your body.
Yeah, certain spots.
Okay.
Like a lot of times I'll just hands my chest. Mm-hmm. But then there's certain areas like underarms. I like a little bit of grit because the washcloth gives you a little bit of exfoliation, I think.
Yeah.
And then flossing my butt with my washcloth
No.
to get up in there.
She should change that every day.
But then as soon as
She should come in halfway through and give you a new one.
She should burn that.
but I suds it up. afterwards, and then I kind of
Oh, that puts a poo barrier on.
you can't
So
you can't get soap dirty, right? So
Self cleaning.
so then I after I'm done flossing, I soap it up again and I rub it out and wring it out, so it's cleaned again. I just washed it.
And I put it on my face.
I don't use it on my face.
Joe Coy does a whole bit about his son doing that, washing his butt before his face.
Never use it on my face.
I honestly,
I don't know what would be wrong with using it on my face. It's clean. But for some reason, there's a mental thing that says don't use that on your face.
yeah, it's on your butt.
Do you wash your face with a special soap or anything?
I
or
honestly,
bar,
I
or
bet I wash my face probably as much as Travis washes his hair. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get shampoo all down it. And,
Yeah,
Yeah, but you
'cause
don't scrub it.
Right, I don't. You know what I mean?
I don't either.
So
I'm probably about the same.
I don't.
This has been an amazing talk. This is some of our best. My wife is going to kill me.
Well, this is part of it. You know, I think what people enjoy about our show is that it's real. You know,
It is real.
I think that they're surprised that you guys wash yourselves at all.
They're
They don't believe you.
They're totally shocked. We got a super chat from Curtis. I don't want to read it until Pete comes back in the room. But there's actually no guarantee that Pete will be coming back in the room.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Pete's on call today. He's
Yep.
on. He's the guy for the fire station.
Pete is the man.
If something's happening around, he's the guy that's going to show up to their house, and I feel sorry for those people. So you gonna read it?
Congrats to Steven for finding the one disease that Pete isn't an expert in.
Wow, I didn't think of that. That's great, Curtis.
Good one, Curtis. That is a really good one.
Speaking of Curtis, I mean, he's been pretty open about this, so I don't have a problem to talk about it. He's going to be going into surgery soon, and good luck, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about you.
We will be thinking about you, bud.
For what?
Uh,
I don't remember what it is.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's private.
It's not. I just
gastric
don't.
bypass.
I think it's that, but I don't remember which
I
one
think
it
it
was.
is.
Yep. So, good luck on your journey, buddy. Obviously, you know we are supporting you. I mean, not with super chats, but
Not with really anything, but we'll tell you hang in there. We'll say something on the show. That's about as much support as we can give.
The sumo photo is funny.
Yeah,
Oh.
sumo photo is great.
oh, and the sumo photo is going to come up here. Matter of fact, we could probably go into those memes real quick.
Yeah, we can. Whenever you want. Usually we would go into toy news, but I don't know if you
I
want
just think this would probably be this part of the show would be let's jump into the memes real quick to get through them, and then we can go right into toy news.
That's fine with me,
Does
Travis.
that work?
I like it.
Okay. Well, I just think the memes are going to touch base on a lot of things we've been discussing already. I mean, not the Moderna or whatever, but
Did you guys read Curtis's super chat?
we did. Did you,
Okay.
Did you see it?
I did.
Okay.
It's funny.
Do you have any? I mean, we got a good chuckle out of it. I kind of wanted to wait for you, but I didn't know for sure if you'd be back.
Yeah. No. Yep.
Yep.
Good to go?
Yep, we are good to go. So, the memes have been rolling in. And as you can imagine, it is our meme masters who've been making these happen. But I wish they would each get like their own little watermark. So when I steal
that would be cool.
Yep. When we post the meme, it would have their little name or something.
Could you guys do extra work for free to avoid us having
Yeah,
to
can you
be
do
nice,
something?
good people?
Yeah, because otherwise it's hard for us to even recall who created the meme.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Which
We-
should be easy.
We actually could just be like that one Mexican guy, and then we're covered. So that's one of my favorites.
That is the best.
That is
I will fucking roll on you. That is legit real world right there. I will not do time for you, Steven.
There's two reasons that Pete might leave this show today. One is if there's a fire call that he has to respond to, or if he finds out that someone is doing something, he may run off to tell their wife.
The best part about it was though that Cody is the one
I didn't rat you out.
the center of the
Yeah, it was Cody, not me.
Which was even better because like you just ripped on Pete for ratting you out the whole time, and Pete really didn't even defend himself from it.
Well, okay, so
Because he was also like, "You're a piece of shit."
so maybe Pete didn't send the picture, but as soon as Heidi walked in, what was Pete doing?
Oh, he
This
agreed.
He was
Yeah,
just,
I fucking told him straight up. I've known Heidi
I'm on
long
your
enough. I
side.
saw that look on
I'm
her
on your
face.
side, Mrs. Smith.
I wasn't fucking catching shrapnel for this asshole. He was in the wrong foxhole, man.
Francisco super chat and said Curtis could have had surgery a year ago, but he pissed away his savings on super chat.
Oh.
Oh, I love how Cody was just quiet through that whole thing.
That
Just
was gold, dude.
like I told her. I said, I go, Heidi, listen, I realize the mistakes were made. Okay? Mistakes were made. But that was some of the funniest shit.
Well, he fucking catches shit even though there was more to it with you, right?
Yes, yeah.
I catch shit. I wasn't the one that sent it. Like, it was just all deflected in the wrong...
It was just perfect.
It was our perfect episode.
It was.
It took us 298 episodes to get a perfect episode.
We talked about no toys. None of the toy movie talk got in the way.
Yeah.
None of the stuff trying to engage the asshole listeners. Like, we kept all that out of it.
It was just fun. All right.
Dickershire.
I think this was Jesse. This was a good one. Oh.
How do you say the actual sauce?
Dickershire.
No, like the real one.
Worcestershire?
Yeah.
Worcestershire. I don't know.
Worcestershire.
Everybody says it different.
This was good, too.
How far would you go to save your ass? Because wasn't it like how far would you go to save your brother or something? Whatever movie this was from.
I don't even know what movie it.
I think
who
that's
is
The
that?
Rock.
That has to be The Rock.
I think it's The Rock. Yeah.
Was it called? The movie was actually called Snitch,
I
wasn't
think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So good though. And Heidi's driving the semi truck.
I didn't even notice that. Oh, that's good.
Oh. Yeah. God, that was a good one. It made me just freaking giggle. Oh. Apparently, there's a few people that think that I only watch. Obviously, I know you, Pete, especially. It was pretty hard on me for only watching my hair twice a week. But, oh dear. Yep.
And I can see you walking in with a fucking
an
old shitter from an RV with a biohazard sticker on it, thinking it was a bomb.
Without a doubt.
You ain't got any worm burners?
So my brother just recently bought a piece of property in Hesperia.
Really?
Yeah, so
Where all the bodies are buried.
I've been up into Hesperia a little bit.
Are you starting
With
to understand
Travis's
some
people?
things? You're starting to understand some stuff?
Travis's birthplace. And
It's starting to make sense.
I tell my kids, I go, you know why Uncle Travis is the way he is, right? This is where he's from.
This is where he grew up. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
They loved it. They're like, I brought my AR-15 up there. Neighbor comes over and goes, you got one too, huh? I got one in the truck. Pulls it out. Shoots it in the air a few times. I'm like, when you're just shooting it in the air, he's like, hey, ain't no thing around here. He fires off a couple rounds. Somebody over the property next door answers back. Dinner's at 6. You want to join us?
3 more shots, and then a 4th muskrat.
Yep. A lot of don't tread on me flags with also pray for our nation. Oh, where did you get these, Amot? They're from the Bushotee collection. That's a good one too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Congrats to the guy who made that, who we don't care enough to know. All right, go ahead, Cody. Ascendant O&D.
Oh, God, I love Jeremy.
The lamp's a bong. I just noticed that.
Me too. Oh, that's good.
I love when people put their heads on skinny people's bodies.
I know, it's fun, isn't it?
It's like, that's what I could look like?
Oh, look at the cat hanging off his tie.
I just love the dog in the background.
John Dick.
I don't get it.
Oh.
Yeah. Trav's got a super soaker.
Why is my hair like that?
It's not your hair.
Because you're on a little girl's face. Oh, it's that
Yeah.
picture. Oh.
You thought that was a real picture of you, or what?
Oh, I was like, why did they put my
That was
face
when
on-
you started in Kingpin. We've got a bull.
I got it now.
Oh. So it's Rugrats, I think this
Yep,
was.
Rugrats.
Yeah, this is good too.
Pete saying, okay, Stevie, I don't think smoking here is a good idea. Steve saying, okay, oh, Chunky, you worry too much. Besides, this is Travis' house.
Oh, it is Chunky instead of Chucky. That's even better. I didn't catch that.
And then Heidi comes in with a red face. And she's, I'm fixing this with your money.
See, this with your money.
Which she did say something like that.
She did. I'm
She
going
said
to spend your money.
Yes, I'm going to spend your money. And she left and went shopping.
Yeah.
Which is so funny, too, because, like, our money all goes into the same...
That's what I know you've said that. That's
Yeah.
why I've been thinking. I'm like, where's Travis's money?
I'm like,
Like, did she go up and open a chest and there's a bunch of cash and she's like, I'm taking Travis's money.
oh, shit, maybe she did do that.
Do you have? Oh, yeah.
I do have a little stash, which I don't let her count. I don't let
It's
her
four.
see it.
It's 4 years worth of toy shows. There's like $98,000 in there.
It's toy show money. Oh, gosh. Was that the last one, Cody? Out of the meme?
It goes to this.
This
Yeah,
is cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Bill
art.
Emble.
Show it.
Yeah, Bill did this for us, and I've seen him obviously at a ton of shows. Good artist, great guy, and I was like, dude, you know, you should do something for us, and so he put that together, and I really loved it.
It's very nice.
Yep.
I love it.
And it's so funny that he did this too, because I actually have wanted something with us on, like our heads on,
Right.
you know, and because I've had people telling me like, why you should have something at the booth that, because I think I've told you guys, like I super thankful. It's one of the coolest things, obviously, that'll probably ever happen for us in our life. I mean, I'm putting this, you know, I mean, it's slightly above having kids, right?
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Obviously.
Yes.
Obviously.
But when I've had people come into the booth and they'll buy Pelvicus, and I'm like, yeah, it's a great figure. Have a good one. Bye. Like, I feel weird even saying.
Yeah.
It is weird.
I feel weird saying that.
Right.
But it's like, so someone's like, yeah, we'll just get like a picture like this, and Bill came up with that on his own. I guess with Matt's help too. So Matt did step in and help. All right, so that is oh gosh,
Are these? Hold on.
that is a good one. Oh, I do it. There's a Curtis one too. There's a couple more we gotta do. I did love this one.
What was it
Hobbitses.
originally? Do you guys know?
Hobbitses.
It's the
That's-
Hobbits.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Frodo and Merry and Pippin and Sam.
Yep. And yeah, that's a good one. I absolutely love that one. Espinosa.
The nipple clamps.
I would tell you, this is one of the things I love about Curtis. He's one of us. Like,
Oh, big time.
Yep, he is without a doubt one of us. And you know, so for him to post that picture, which, you know, he's about to go through a life-changing event, and I think that's, you want those kind of pictures.
Yep.
And especially when you got friends that are gonna do things like this.
Did you guys know in that photo Jeremy is 18.8 inches tall?
This is Curtis in his sumo costume, and then there's been a lot of things added. This is the one that Greg put together, and this one has a ton of the Mythic community in this picture.
And Forrest Gump. The Big Lebowski, the dude.
There is a ton of fun in this one picture right here. So if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend you head over to the
Who's
Sport
on the
Room.
balloons up in the corner?
That's
Jeremy.
Cookie.
Okay.
I think it's you know what? No, I think it's Cookie.
Oh.
I think it is, which I could understand why you'd say Jeremy. But there's a Jeremy and Pete hugging.
Yeah. Who's the woman in the denim shirt?
The woman in the denim.
Is that Melissa McCarthy? I
Right
can't
on.
see it
Yeah,
real well.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because someone made one and it was a bunch of people just running away from
Right.
Curtis like he's Godzilla.
Yeah.
And then they went in and added a bunch of pieces. There were some fun ones in there.
There's no such thing as too low for Travis.
I'm pretty sure this was Francisco who
Eat ass.
Makes
it
me
says
laugh
on his
almost
shirt.
every day. Fence Rider. All right. I think that's the last of them. This was just a cool one. I still love that people are still buying our figures and playing around with them and doing the pop and swaps. And I literally just sold to a dude who is a Fury Clan. I mean, he is. I wish I could pull up his name because I just sold him. I don't know, maybe 10 freaking DeWitts Praetorians.
Really?
Yeah. Like this dude is a army builder.
Nice.
Yeah, and he bought a ton of them, which I definitely really appreciate. But so it's fun. I love seeing those out there, and every once in a while, you see someone posting them in the Cabal pictures, doing stuff with them. And I look at those figures, the Furious Four, and what they did with all the parts and pieces in there. I mean, it's a great set. Absolutely great set.
It's an amazing set.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So that brings us to toy news. And start off quick with our that is the one, Cody. Let's start with that. You guys are not going to be impressed with toy news without Jeremy here, but
No.
that's Jeremy's fault.
Yep.
Toy Haven, Saturday, October 14th. This is Pete and Matt's baby.
Matt and Pete's baby.
This is Matt and Pete's baby. And Holland Civic Center. We are all going to be hanging out there.
This relationship is so dysfunctional. Matt is the one that has full custody and covers all the bills and still pays me child support. That's what a terrible absent father I am to this child.
But it's going to be fun, and it's a chance for us all to hang out and hopefully sell a few toys.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
At all?
No.
No, he's got to jump in the lake
I gotta-
for work.
I got a camping trip
What?
planned for that weekend. It's been planned
Mm.
for quite some time.
Where are you camping?
Up at my brother-in-law's property. Some real wilderness camping.
In Hesperia?
No, that's
Oh.
my brother.
Oh.
Is
That's
it
my
your
brother-in-law.
whole
Your
family, or
brother-in-law bought in Hesperia.
is it just like a guy's trip, or what?
It's kind of whoever wants to go's trip. Like Courtney don't want to go, so she's not going. But Katie and Claire do, so they're going. We're gonna be tenting it out in some property and
How you gonna do? You should bring a deep cycle battery for your CPAP.
generator, whisper generator, Honda little guy that doesn't make much noise.
Well, come if you want to come hang out with us. This is going to be the place to do it. Yeah, let's grab that next one, that HasLab. This was a fun little thing that got posted. I think Derek Trevelyan sent this in our little chat group that we've got for all of our GR guys. And this is HasLab's funded campaigns that they've done, which the Ghost just funded.
What's the ghost?
The Ghost is the ship from Rebels cartoon, and it's going to tie in quite a bit, I imagine, with Ahsoka and everything. But it's the Rebels ship, and it's I personally think it's a really cool ship. I think it looks fun. Price wise, very interesting. Oh yeah, Cody, I love this. This one, God, Cody's good. Cody is good at this.
Cody's Cody. That's what we got.
When he's paying attention. Probably just the image, I think. Yeah, that's
One of
it.
these.
Yep, that's it. That's the beast. And the Ghost is, what's the name of the ship that comes off the back of it? They got a name for that too. I can't remember what it's called. So this would be another huge ship. Relatively newer because Rebels is within the last, I don't know, probably 8 years, something like that. But Rebels is a lot of people's favorite Star Wars.
Rebels is good stuff.
Yep. Cornboy, I mean, he comments often that Rebels is one of his favorite shows in the Star Wars genre. So this just funded, and what I found kind of wild with these numbers that they show you here, they show you for one, what all these cost when you got them. So for the listeners out there who are just listening, it shows you the price to get this funded. So like the Ghost is $500. It's a big ship, and then it shows you how many backers there actually were, which was 21,000, almost 22,000. So it actually shows you then the gross sales, which is kind of cool to me because it just kind of shows you what they've made on each one of these things. The Sky Striker is at the bottom of the list, costing $230 to fund. It was backed by 15,000 people, and then it shows you the gross sales for that. Are you guys surprised at all by looking at this list that a Marvel Legends Galactus is the number one thing that was backed?
I kind of am surprised.
That's a lot of money.
That's a shit ton of money.
I would have not guessed it was that high.
12 million, right? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's 12. Is that 12 million?
Yep.
But I mean, that obviously isn't profit.
No,
That's-
it's gross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it is
what
gross.
they.
Yeah.
Still, though,
what they
that's
brought
just
in.
freaking crazy.
To me, it's wild. Like that is wild. It's also kind of neat when you look at the price of these items, because you get down like the two Transformer items, Deathosaurus and Victory Sable. They were $180 to fund. Like, to me, and I'm pretty sure I sold Victory Sable for like $250, $300.
The Phantom.
That's about just rough addition. That's about 85 million in gross sales off HasLab since 2018.
Wow. So that's been working out pretty good for Hasbro, huh?
Yeah, fucking using other people's money to do
to make the toy.
Duh.
Yeah, and we know. I mean, that's what the Horsemen are doing. It's, they're getting the money up front. They make. I mean, to me, it's like smart business.
Yeah.
I totally understand it. So the three with the highest amount of backers.
The difference is is with a pre-order, if 10 people order, 10 people get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's where with these HasLabs, if enough people don't buy it, then nobody gets it.
Yeah, it don't happen.
So
It doesn't happen. Galactus obviously had the most backers with 30,000. The next one backer wise is the Razor Crest, which had 28.
But there's like 4 or 5 that have almost 30,000
Yeah.
backers at least.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, Galactus, the Sentinel, are really the only two in that entire list that can jump scale. Because if you think about Galactus and the Sentinel, if you wanted to, you could use them with your 6-inch Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Or if you were still a Marvel Universe 375,
Yeah, easy.
you could get them, you know.
Easy.
None of those other things you can do that with. They're all
No.
scale specific.
And it is hard for me because like the 4-inch stuff. Don't get me wrong, Razor Crest, the Ghost. I mean, it's awesome ships. The Barge, they're amazing, but they're for 4-inch.
All 375.
Yeah,
And the majority of figures, at least from what we can tell, have been Black Series, which is 6-inch, and those people aren't necessarily buying them.
so that is kind of the one part of this that's the scale. It makes a difference for some people. And you're right, Galactus, Sentinel, and Giant Man that we're about to now talk about. They are, and I still haven't opened that. He's sitting right there, and I almost opened it yesterday, but I don't want it to smell like cigar smoke.
But I spent all afternoon licking Heidi's boot.
So Giant Man is the newest one. They closed out the Ghost and said, "Okay, here we go. Now it's time for another one." And here comes Giant Man.
He's
And
not quite as big as a Sentinel. Is that accurate?
that's accurate. That is the height of them. So he is 2 inches shorter, 2.5, I guess, than the Sentinel. Obviously, much shorter than Galactus, which I didn't realize there was that big of a difference between Galactus.
I thought it was all in Galactus's helmet, and it's not, according to that.
Yeah, the way that looks, it's definitely not. But you know what? That could be how they put this together could be off, but so we got a Giant Man that is up for order right now through HasLab. Can you go to the next couple pictures, Cody? I think they do some. So right now he's coming with swappable faceplates. What are you guys thinking about those faceplates?
Oh, the one on the left does not look heroic. It looks villainy.
Looks creepy, don't it?
Yeah, the one on the right, that looks more like just determined, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's very angry.
Yeah. That's
I'm trying to figure out,
beat your wife, Hank Pym.
does it go behind the mask?
Yeah, how's that work?
I don't
Yeah.
understand that either. It must be that it slides straight down, out, and you slide that other piece up in. That's
Okay.
the only thing I could think of.
Or they haven't really made it yet, and those are just
With artist renders right
yeah,
now,
of what it's
Right.
gonna.
which is true too. That might be where they're at. Oh, wait, can you go to the next? I think there's a couple more that show them, in scale with other figures, and so I mean, obviously, you look at these photos, looks really cool. So they're doing a good job with it. Does this do anything for either of you?
I have zero attachment to that rendition of Giant Man. I mean, realistically, my Giant Man is Ant-Man from the Marvel Universe movies.
So you would have much preferred a MCU version.
No, realistically, I if it came down to it, I would prefer that for my toy collection. But I wouldn't have gotten either. There was not,
Yep. Steve?
I mean, if I was still into Marvel Legends, I think it's cool. It's nice to actually have one that is like actual scaled like it should be.
Big. Yep.
But yeah, it's nothing. Obviously, at this point, I'm not collecting Marvel figures, so not interested.
Yeah. It has a great shelf presence vibe. I mean, you could see that from. So I totally understand. I personally sold mine as soon as I realized they were starting to redo these. Like they were, as soon as they did MODOK and a couple other, I was like, yeah, it's time to sell these. And I know I'm glad they're doing it. I'm glad that they're putting these back out there for people, because I think that Giant Man was a minimum. The Build-A-Figure one was $200 minimum probably dollars to get, and now you could buy this brand new one, which is even bigger.
Which is even bigger.
Yeah, and the price right now is $200. So that's what you're looking at for the new Giant Man.
200? It's
$200.
actually not that bad.
See, and that's what I felt too. Like at $200, like immediately as soon as it was announced, Mike Smith and Carl both texted me and said, "How many you buying?" And man, I'm like, at $200.
27.
Nah.
Well,
Nah.
maybe less than that. You got to check your stash after Heidi went shopping.
That is also true. Yeah,
Oh,
Jeremy sent some stuff, I'm sure.
The only one that would have got me, was close to getting me, was the Sentinel.
Yeah.
Galactus still isn't big enough. He'll never be big enough.
No, they can't make him big enough.
So that
So in the comic, like the figure's this big in front of his mouth.
It's
Yeah.
pretty hard.
I think, honestly, for a set piece, what you should do is make a head
Giant head.
of Galactus that sits on a table.
Mm-hmm.
That is as tall as the whole body of,
Silver Surfer off the one side coming around.
make Galactus almost a playset.
And
Or,
maybe like one hand coming that you
Oh,
lay, you'd
yeah.
sit flat on. I mean, that would be kind of cool too.
that'd
Yeah.
be the right way to do it.
But I have seen like Big Greg's got like this beautiful display of
Yeah.
Galactus, the Heralds. I mean, just amazing looking. So you could still do a really cool display. Obviously, this could be one of the heads I imagine they're gonna throw in. It's gonna be a zombie head. Yeah. So it looks like the extras are gonna be all faceplates and things like that. Which I actually haven't even gone in and looked at that yet to see what the add-ins will be. Yeah, I'm not a fan of either of those. Like I would never do that. Never display it with the scroll head or the
No.
zombie head.
No, that'd be weird.
Yep. I love the zombie stuff, but I just would not do that.
Did you watch the scroll show?
Secret Invasion. I still only watched the first episode and have not gone back to it. I'm going to. I was trying to watch it with Heidi, and she has no interest. There's not enough. Did you start it?
Did not.
Yeah. I know you are pretty out on most Marvel unless it's something that really catches you.
Yeah, I need Spider-Man or something.
Yeah. And I get that.
See you guys.
You out of here, buddy?
Yeah, I got a tour. Later on.
Bye, Peter.
I'll leave your shirt in the trash because it's ruined.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, man.
I'll move over here.
All right, the Steve and Travis show.
Cody, you want to come sit at the table?
Nope, I'm leaving too.
No, you're not.
I just love that now that he's riding with you, we got him kidnapped. He's like ours.
Yeah, I'm surprised. He just went all the way, and he's like, just pick me up from now on. I'm like, okay, buddy.
Yeah, here we go.
You and me, ride or die.
Billy Beige said Giant Man is $150 cheaper than the Sentinel. And I could say just look. I mean, obviously we could see now there's a little bit of a size difference, but also the Sentinel is a lot. I feel like a lot more detailed.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I could see there'd be a lot more in the engineering aspect
Plus,
of
the
that.
Sentinel came with a bunch of figures, didn't it?
It did. Came with three figures.
Oh, here's some more information Jeremy sent.
Thank you, Jeremy. 24-inch tall Giant Man,
Wait, 1 second.
designed by the comics. 91 total points of articulation, including 29 in each hand, which some people really like that. You know, some people be like having all the fingers, being able to grab things, flip people off,
Oh,
stuff.
How's it going?
But
What are you wearing sunglasses for? You look like an idiot.
Why aren't you wearing sunglasses? You look like you don't have sunglasses on.
You look like a fucking idiot.
wow, we're live. We're
That's-
on YouTube.
That's not nice, Heidi.
Heidi, we're on YouTube. We don't swear.
Did he get some of that popcorn?
Did I get some of that popcorn?
Did you eat some?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, put some. It's really cheesy, isn't it?
Actually, I've been picking at the caramel ones.
What's wrong with the cheesy ones?
I just made them extra cheesy.
Oh, you made that?
No, I just added to it.
Oh.
Some extra flavor.
Nice.
You should feel good in a little bit. Clean out your system. Kind of good.
Did you drug me?
Did you eat it?
Yeah.
And you did whatever you did to yourself.
Are you saying they put like GHB in this or something?
No, that would be too fun for you fuckers. No, but you can get a lot of things in powder form.
Don't eat any more of that, Stephen.
She seemed hostile.
Really?
What just happened?
I don't know.
I love that the mic was right here, though. That was great.
I hope that. We need to train her if she's going to come in and interrupt. She needs to just get the mic.
She needs to get right on it.
Yeah. She's going to do that.
I'm just glad she didn't come on camera. Curtis Acker said, I'm not into these, but $200 is a bargain for that size. Mondos are half that size and more money.
Yeah, well, I mean, $200. Yeah, I mean, you look at that. A Mondo does. Well, look at it. Okay. A Mezco.
Yeah. Yeah.
100 plus.
Mm-hmm. Ultra articulate figure is fully posable.
Comments are going nuts.
What?
That was scary.
Maverick said, Heidi, speak of facts. Jeremy said, I'm nervous right now. We all know that's why Jeremy isn't here, right?
It's poison.
Yeah.
She add laxatives.
Did Heidi add laxatives? Yep.
I love that. Like she talks about that, and then Travis just grabs a handful.
Well, I've been sitting over here, but I wanted some. Mic drop from Bernie. Mark said, that was scary. That was creepy. Is Steve gonna poop himself?
Ain't no thing.
It's either that or he's gonna just be high as balls. You should eat marijuana popcorn. THC popcorn.
I hope not.
That would be bad news. Things would kind of go off the rails here on this podcast.
I would think it'd be affecting me by now.
You would think so. Yeah. All right, so we'll see. I think this thing is going to fund very easily, and there will be a lot of people in on it.
Probably. I think so too.
Mhm.
It's the price point's there, and you're not getting a lot. I don't know. I mean, should they at least give you a figure of like small?
Yeah.
Is that already been included?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're still going to announce more stretch goals, kind of, or
Yeah.
if they put it all out. But at $200, do you really? I think you're getting the value already.
Yeah.
I think if they put another figure in there, it would make a difference, though, without a doubt.
I think Heidi was into my sunglasses, to be honest. That's usually what women do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They poke fun at it.
Yeah, but they really are like.
You should have had her sit down for the podcast.
I don't think she wanted to sit down. She looked like
She kind of had that vibe, like she was a little twitchy.
She's
like,
a little twitchy, a little weird.
Mhm.
I don't know really what that is. I don't live with that in my life, so Travis is
I
gonna-
mean, I don't even understand what she said. That was weird.
I think she was kind of implying that she poisoned this food.
I think she did something to me. She wants to think, or me to think that she did something to me.
Yeah, but I ate it. I was eating it too, and I don't think she would really want to kill me.
Yes, she would. She's told you on multiple occasions that she wants to kill you.
But I don't really think she would. Like, she says that all the time, and like sometimes I catch her like sneaking up on me, like with a sharp object, and I. But I was usually like, haha, that's funny. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe she wasn't.
You know. I don't know. We'll see.
It ain't gonna stop me because I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe this is exactly what she wanted. Was just for you to mentally go crazy.
I'm not mentally going crazy, though.
I stopped trying to figure out what she's thinking a long time ago.
Did you want to go over any of these? No, none of them are
Any of these. What the hell are we looking
interesting.
Do you want to look at any of these? I guess could you just go down, maybe, if you scroll down. Apparently, Jeremy has sent Cody a thing from the Whoosh, which is showing.
I was just.
Oh, you pulled it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at Cody trying to actually make this a informative toy podcast.
What the hell is that?
That's the ugliest
Batman
Batman
is
I've
that
ever
supposed
seen
to
in
be
my
a
life.
Joker thing?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Have we already looked at that?
I think it was something like that, but not quite that thing.
That's dumb. That's
I am kind of excited for this
Cooler.
toy line. Yeah, I can't remember what this. Monster Force, yes, Operation Monster Force, Big Bad Toy Stores, thing with Fresh Monkey Fiction, or Fresh Monkey Fiction, and these are the Wave 2 figures, which we have seen. I think they had them at PowerCon even. It's like a soldier, but that werewolf is the one I'm really excited about. And if I remember right, I think that's Sabadon.
it does look like his werewolf.
Yep, I'm pretty sure it is. It looks really cool. It looks like what I would want a werewolf to look like. So I'm excited about that. Oh man, are you a werewolf
Nice.
guy? Do you like werewolves or?
I can, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta have a werewolf.
Yeah.
I kind of would like to see. I'd like to see a Mythic Legions kind of version.
I
of
would love to
werewolf.
see theirs,
I'd like to
too.
see how Treadaway would interpret a
That's-
werewolf
I
because he
would-
always does something a little bit different.
I would love to see that as well. Do these holiday figures do absolutely anything for you?
They
Steven?
would if I was still collecting Star Wars because I
Okay.
love holiday shit.
That's cool.
So it's funny. I tease Kyle and Brian Nolan about these because I think they're the dumbest shit in the world. But I also don't care about the holiday. So, but here we have a Boba Fett, I believe.
I think they're fun.
Ugh, you guys like this?
It's fun. I don't know. That doesn't really look too holiday-ish to me, though.
You don't think it's cool to have like figures that you bring out during the season or whatever? You do that.
I do now,
Yeah.
like with Father Christmas and the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
I am going to do that with, and Krampus. But
I wonder if we're gonna get another
holiday?
one for Halloween this year.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think personally, I think it's going to be the
We're talking about figure obscura.
yes.
From the Four Horsemen.
I think the holiday themed stuff we will get this year will be the retailers figures. I don't think I don't know if we're going to continue down that road of it being holiday themed. I mean, obviously they went away with it with
Monkey King.
Yep, Monkey King. I kind of hope they keep going that road. I say that. I imagine you're thinking the opposite. You're like,
I like them both.
Yeah.
I have more Monkey King-like stuff that's obscure that I didn't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's super great. I also think that, some holiday stuff would be fun too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know if you know this. I am a cuck. Now this little Ewok, it looks fun.
Wow, they have a bunch.
Yeah, they're doing it. They must be popular because I think they've been doing this for like 3 years now or so.
And people buy the sets. Should we talk about Ahsoka now? I mean, we're right in the middle of the toy news, but
We can.
so you and I, Cody and I, 2 episodes in.
Yep.
Steve obviously is caught all the way up. So hey, real quick right now, if you are listening and you don't want any Ahsoka spoilers, through 2 episodes, because obviously that's all we're going to talk about. You should tune out right now. With that said, I don't feel like, are we really going spoilerish?
I don't think so. I mean, not heavy spoilers. There's really nothing to spoil.
I don't feel that way.
I don't know where the 2 and 3 episode really breaks.
That's gonna be a hard part. Then.
So, but
maybe you know what, me and Cody can refresh that in your memory because we can
yeah,
talk
maybe
about.
you guys talk about it and I
Yep.
can comment on what you talk about.
So, where the second one just ended is they have lost the map, and Sabine is now going to, and so that's a fun thing about this because like you don't have to have watched Rebels, but it certainly is much more enjoyable and makes more sense if you have watched Rebels.
Totally would
Recommend.
benefit you to watch
Yes.
Rebels to see this show.
Cody, I'm guessing you never watched Rebels.
No.
Okay. And are you struggling with it at all, or are you?
No.
No. And I feel like they do a very good job going, hey, just jump right in. You'll understand what's going on. Not only do they do that, but they also, there's a time jump between Rebels and this.
Yeah.
So there has been events that have happened. For example, Sabine being trained as a Jedi.
Yeah.
So we're two ends. She has now just finally cut her hair. She's getting in the car or the ship with Ahsoka. Who kind of begrudgingly that like they obviously have had their issues.
Can't fight.
Yep. And
They're not synced up anymore.
they are going to this planet where I can't remember his name, but is it Skull? What is his name? Balin. Oh my gosh! And so far, very limited scenes with him so far. I love this actor.
He's the only male character for us to attach to, isn't he?
Well, him and
The
robot. So Heidi, the first episode goes, there's a lot of women.
It's all women.
Yeah.
Star Wars is a woman's
But
property now.
Rebels, that's who's left.
I know.
It's who's left.
But
So-
did you have to make the Night Sister involved? It could have been a dude character.
Yeah, but I liked that it was a nice
Could
sister.
you have made Balin's little apprentice a male maybe too? You could have put males in there if you
You
wanted.
could have, but it did
You
not bother
could've.
me. It did not bother me.
Seems like a chick flick to me.
It's it's definitely,
It's a chick flick.
it's a chick flick, but Ahsoka is.
I love Ahsoka. But
Can I ask you how you feel about Sabine now?
okay, I will say this, and I think that some people are going to be surprised. I like the live action Sabine. Now I've seen 2 more episodes though, so I have a.
I understand.
I like the live action Sabine better than the animated Sabine.
And don't you that now that they've said that she has a connection to the Force, the fact that it's minimum, but doesn't that help make up for
No,
the cartoon to you?
no,
Okay.
because it's too minimum. The stuff that she did in the cartoon, flipping and jumping buildings and doing things, and maybe I don't know. Plus her attitude. Okay, but I will say this, and this is not a spoiler. She tends to struggle in this story sometimes, and she didn't, as far as I remember, seem to struggle ever in Rebels, and that's what I didn't like about her.
I feel like too though there's a difference when it's a cartoon based because in a cartoon it's easy for them to be able to flip and jump across buildings and do. No, don't get me wrong.
They didn't make Hera do it.
No, don't get me wrong. She was much more than
Yeah.
everybody else for sure.
And I
But
know
Hera
they-
also has a different role.
I know.
Yep.
But it's not like Mandalorians they don't have the Force.
No, I'm with you.
And
I totally understand how you.
and
felt.
that's a nitpick for me, but the more thing was I didn't like how they built her up. There's the one episode that comes to mind because it's been a while since I watched it, is when there was that badass Mandalorian guy on the planet, and she got in that like old western shootout with him, and I'm
Yeah.
like, she's a kid. He's supposed to be a badass,
Yeah.
and she beats him.
Yeah, because
Now-
she had the Force. But I understand at the time.
But when
at
you
the
see
time-
extra episodes, you're gonna find out how little Force she has.
Oh, really? Okay, I can see that.
So I mean,
I so far. But Cody, what do you think? Going in this, so you didn't watch Rebels. What are you really enjoying
I
this?
think that no one talks about it how freaking great it looks.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think the production is great. The show looks great.
A lot of aliens that all look cool.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
I totally agree. I like it a lot. What do like most people think about it right now?
I have not heard a negative thing, but I might not.
I've heard a lot of negative stuff.
Really, but I might not be following.
But that might be my algorithm.
Right. I'm not.
So-
I'm not following people that are complaining about it. I guess I would say.
The actor that plays Bayland is kind of throwing me off, but I do love him a lot. So one of my favorite shows ever is Black Sails. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Loved
Have
it.
not seen it. Heard good things.
Yeah, he plays
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard in that. And yeah, I thought that he was a
Too bad
super
he's-
underrated
I
actor.
don't-
So him being in this is super cool.
I don't know how he's gonna fare in the end if his character's gonna be alive, but
Right.
he's dead, so
Yeah.
there won't be any more.
Right.
Yeah, I my first introduction to him was he played Frank Castle in the second Punisher movie. And if you have not seen it, while it's not a masterpiece or anything like that, he is a very good Frank Castle.
Really?
Oh, yes. He's a very good, big... I mean, he's a big dude anyway. Big, like what you'd want from Frank, just like a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah thought that the acting, she didn't like the acting.
See, I think they're a little too stoic.
I didn't.
It's very
have that,
stoic.
but I didn't. That's what Sarah said.
I think that
There's not a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
I think that. So, here's what people the other side is gonna say.
Yep.
When I say that, they're gonna say, "Oh, Sabine has been, or not Sabine, Ahsoka's been through all this now. You know, she's seen Anakin go to the dark side. She's seen all this shit go to hell, blah blah blah. So she's changed." That's the same story we got about Boba Fett. Oh, Boba Fett's a pussy now because he's changed. That's the same story we got about Luke Skywalker. Oh, he's a grumpy bastard that can't do anything because he's been through so much and he's changed. Okay, I can respect that, but that's a decision that they made. I don't agree with that decision as much. Because when you tune into Ahsoka, I love Clone Wars Ahsoka.
Yep.
I love Rebels Ahsoka.
Yep.
Ahsoka always has a warmth to her.
Yep.
She is a good person. She's kick-ass too. She's very powerful. She's very, I love her. I love how she fights. She's very strong in the Force. and she's been trained by the Chosen One.
Yeah.
But she is not typically stoic.
Yeah.
And when I tune in to see an Ahsoka show, I want that Ahsoka just as much as I wanted badass Boba Fett when we tuned into Boba Fett show and we got take my helmet off and let's have a conversation Boba Fett. I don't want that. I want badass Boba Fett. So therefore, I think it was the wrong decision, to make her that way, and I think it's losing some people. It definitely loses me. I think she looks great. I think Rosario Dawson is not. I'm not saying she's a bad actor because I think she's doing what she's been told. But that's not how I would have. It's not really what I want to see.
Yeah.
From Ahsoka yet.
Nope. See, and I look at that and say character development, but I understand what you're saying. It's not the Ahsoka you were hoping for.
No, I mean she can. Ahsoka can have sorrow, can have loss, but she would emote it.
Yeah.
Okay, we can show it in a different ways. You can justify what they did. I don't agree with what they've done so far.
Didn't you think in Rebels she was kind of like that though?
Well, she was smarter and older and less kiddish, but here she just stands there with her arms crossed all the time.
She does seem kind of grumpy all the time.
You
I
know?
agree with that. Yeah. No, I definitely understand that. I will say the first episode there was 3 lightsaber battles.
Yeah, and I thought that they looked kind of dumb.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, so you really not enjoying this?
Well, they got. I'm sorry. You got to get. I think that they looked weak. They don't look like they need to get some better stunt doubles.
Really?
I think the way that they swing their lightsabers and everything, it's like Black Widow. Okay. Black Widow in Scarlett Johansson.
Uh-huh.
We know Scarlett Johansson. I don't know if you've ever watched a lot of behind the scenes stuff. She had a kick-ass stunt double.
Right.
That could throw punches and look good and everything else. It looks stupid because of physics when she's throwing around giant people and punching giant people and stuff. It looks stupid. However, the girl still looked powerful. And sometimes I don't think Ahsoka or Sabine's character look powerful. They look like little girls swinging sticks. And until the 4th episode. Now, I feel like when you get to the 4th episode, I don't know if they got different people doing it or whatever is the deal there, but for some reason things start to look better for me.
Did you like the hallway scene? Or did you like when the bad guys, the Sith, attack that ship, take the prisoner?
Trying to think of that.
Because that got a good. You got a hallway scene. With,
yeah. Okay, I remember that when
The beginning.
when Ray Stevens goes in and gets the Night Sister lady, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was great. I don't know.
When you watch these lightsaber battles, are you getting this vibe at all, Cody?
No, I like him.
Yeah, I've felt like they've been great.
Yep, I like him.
I'm interested in this character and you probably know by now at this point, but the guy in the helmet, who the third one that's with them, like I'm enjoying that little piece, just like kind of questioning who or what that is. I really actually like the annoying droid.
I think the droid he's not a character he's not like the one from Rogue One.
Oh, no.
But I think he's a good character.
I want more Chopper.
More Chopper.
I want more Chopper.
More Chopper.
Yep. But I also realize I'm only 2 episodes in, so I'm hoping that I'm going to get more of that. I haven't had a single complaint.
Well, it's kind of there's some weirdness, but there's a couple things I can't bring up because
of what's coming. Do you guys feel like the story is really far-reaching? Like this, is it too big?
I think we've seen this story before.
Well, we have in Rebels.
We have in Star Wars in the sequels too.
Like go to a different reality.
We got to find a map to find Luke Skywalker. We got to find a map to find what's his name?
The map.
I mean,
yep.
That whole rebel
Seems
scene.
very cliche for
Yep.
sure.
Yes, we gotta find. I mean, think of Star Wars with Rey when she had the she had the
dagger.
knife that you had to put up and everything. Everything now is about finding a Rubik's cube, and to get to someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, Star Wars, you copying yourself now, and definitely.
I mean, that's the same with like everything, like Transformers, like.
Yeah. It's a plot piece for
it
sure.
wasn't when Lucas was. Well, I shouldn't say that because he did do 2 Death Stars, but
Yeah, I mean, they have repeated. They definitely have repeated a few things. But I understand what you're saying from that standpoint. I guess what I was saying is, like, the fact that they're kind of talking about time travel ish. I mean, they did in Rebels. We saw time travel, and then or the
the
possibility
world
of it.
between worlds.
The
that we
world,
saw.
yep, exactly. And then to go to this other, like, and they literally are saying like another.
Dimension.
Dimension,
They're not
like-
saying dimension. They're saying galaxy.
Or, yeah, parallel galaxy kind of like. So I just wonder if it might be for some people, like the story might be too like big, like too confusing. But I feel like they're doing a good job explaining it.
If only we had old man Kyle here.
Oh yeah.
She drinks the Kool-Aid. You can't get a real.
Well, I got somebody that's drinking your Kool-Aid. Lori Hunt, still in the chat, says Disney turns everything to crap.
Yeah. So far, pretty much. In my opinion. But yeah, so there's some, and then that one, I hated the scene, the introduction scene to Sabine when she's riding away on the speeder.
That was
she's
kind of weird.
And I'm like, this is Star Trek.
yeah.
Remember Star Trek, the first movie when little young Kirk is riding the Corvette, and that cop that's flying in that thing pulls up next to him, and he's like, pull over, and then they're like, nope, he doesn't. And they're playing Sabotage from the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
And they've got hard rock music playing. They
Yeah.
did the same thing. I'm like, did they just copy J.J. Abrams's,
Yeah, I kind of forgot about
He
that.
does the thing where he races toward the cliffs and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
falls off and it goes in slow motion. She slides under I'm like, come on!
I also don't understand why she did that.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Because we gotta, and then that was like, oh great, I'm gonna hate Sabine.
yeah,
Because this is the Sabine I hate.
yeah. They
and,
turned that around though. But it is funny too because that actor, the guy who was trying to get her,
Yeah.
and he's playing a role from Rebels. And did he do the voice acting for that too?
For Rebels?
Yeah, he was the guy that on Lothal that helped. He helped them through. He was like the guy that was like helping them go against the Empire on Lothal. I'm pretty sure he's playing that same character from Rebels.
I didn't catch that.
I'm pretty sure he is. I probably would need Kyle or someone to help with that one, but I felt like, he kind of got portrayed. Do you guys, know who I'm talking about? Like he's like trying to announce Sabine to this crowd.
Yes,
and
that
then he
guy,
grabs
yes.
the guy.
Oh,
And
yes.
He says, "You come out here and talk." You know,
Yeah.
like Heidi's like, "Wow, that guy was kind of like a jerk," and I'm like, "Oh, he's not." I understand how it looked like he's a jerk there, but he's one of them, kind of, and
Yeah.
so,
yeah.
I just, because of watching Rebels, there was so much I really loved about this show.
There's stuff I'm excited kind of for.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like this Sabine better than the animated version so far.
Do you need Zeb? You think? If,
I do.
you think if Zeb had been in this,
we need some male stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, we just do.
So I can understand what you're saying because I've been totally fine with it. I've felt like the characters I've had no problem caring about them and hoping, and I understand what you're saying. It's nice to have a guy to attach to, and I will say I love the Sith. I love, what was his name again? Balin. I love him.
He's cool. I wasn't sure at first, but he's growing on me to figure him out because he doesn't seem Well, so there's.
He has his own agenda. It certainly seems like.
He doesn't seem completely Sith.
No, he pretty much says that it will be a. The last thing I see him say is it'll be a shame having to kill Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Because there's so few Jedis left.
Yes,
You know?
and there's
Now I'm guessing his apprentice is an evil little monster, though. That's definitely the vibe I'm getting there. So
could be.
yeah.
Could be. But notice his saber isn't really red either.
Oh, I did not.
Have you noticed it's
that.
an orangey color?
I didn't
Like
notice
it's
that.
what if you mix
They
Red
talked
and
about
green.
him creating his own saber and stuff. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
About him like saying on how like he was the only person that created a saber like that or something.
yeah.
Which is fun having that droid is helping tie some things. That droid is helping tell the story, which I do enjoy. I feel like they're doing a good job with that. I don't know. What does everyone else think? What's old man Kyle have to say about this? Let's see.
Oh, I'm sure he loves every aspect of it.
Old man Kyle says Baylan and Ahsoka are patient, stoic. They've seen the shit and they are
See,
methodical.
methodical.
Sabine and Shin are impatient, angry, and chaotic. Parallels growth. Wow, Kyle's sounding like a Jedi.
No, he sounds like he just said exactly how I said everybody's going to say. That's what everybody says. People that love Star Wars and have to be like, oh, everything's beautiful. Oh, I can justify. Luke was just you'd been through what he'd been through. Bullshit. Luke sucked. Now they're going to make Sabine suck or Ahsoka suck.
I don't know, dude. I feel like this is going to be a great show.
Do you know how many episodes it's gonna be?
So we're halfway through, I heard. So there's going to
8
8 total, and I heard that the ratings are lower than the lowest. But a lot of people say,
What?
You don't know the
lower
rating.
than Mando, I think. That's what they're saying.
and Mando didn't do great the last third season.
But I also could see this being a show that struggles.
This seems like it has more hype than Mando season
They
3.
definitely marketed this a lot more, so there's definitely a lot more effort in
I
getting
can tell you,
people's eyes on
I've only
this.
seen 2 episodes, but I am liking it a lot more than I liked Mando Series 3.
Mando season 3 sucked, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's probably 2 good episodes.
There's a couple. There's a
Yep.
couple scenes that were good.
Yes.
I loved when the Mando was in that droid factory and he was just kicking those droids and stuff. That was great. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
That was cool.
Oh. I think that the majority of people, especially if you're Star Wars fans that watch Ahsoka, are gonna love it. I can understand there's gonna be complaints, but where are you putting it? Like out of 10, where are you putting this? I don't know. You're halfway through.
That's like a 6.
Okay, Cody, how about you? Only seen a couple episodes. Where you put
Yeah,
this?
I don't want to rate it until
Yeah,
later.
it's hard.
I would say
It's hard to base it on that. Yeah.
This next episode 5, that could be a game changer
Yeah.
for me. We'll see.
Because I think I've heard that number 4, is a great episode.
Number 4 is the best episode.
Okay.
In my opinion, it was the best episode. It was the one that I actually kind of was watching and was like, when it ended, I was like, I want more. It's the first one that I felt like that when it, So.
Yeah, I just. Okay.
Rotten Tomatoes is always going to give the Disney shit great scores. They're
no
Oh, they
That's-
don't do that.
audience score.
audience scores usually. But here's what I will say. My intelligence says that there are either people like me who have been disenfranchised by the new directions of Star Wars that have quit watching it, and the people that are still watching it are old man Kyles who are going to say it's great no matter what it is. So it's going to have a high audience rating. If it has low ratings, but how do you know what the ratings are now? It's
I don't
streaming.
Really I don't trust any of that stuff anyway. So you're saying as Disney can say whatever they want, the numbers are.
Disney can say it's great, and they might not be. Other people can say it's shitty, and it might not be. I don't know if anyone knows what the real numbers are.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Damn. Audience score on Mando season 3, 51%. Rotten Tomatoes, which I'm not a huge Rotten Tomatoes fan, but that, to me, that is very telling. When 50% of the people, whereas Ahsoka, which, of course, we're halfway through, and it's season 1. You know,
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. I can tell you, I personally, which obviously everyone knows me, I'm a bitch, but I have had 0 complaints with Ahsoka. 0. You know what? Actually, I don't know if I'm really gonna like whoever this actor is that's playing Ezra.
No, we don't know.
Yep, and all we really have is that little hologram.
But he looks weird, doesn't
he
it?
He looks weird.
Yeah, well, Hera don't really look right either.
Hera does, but to me that's that's harder to pull off. But I do feel like Hera does look a little different than the cartoon, obviously.
Yeah, she doesn't have a long face like Hera. She's got a round face.
Yeah, you know, I think I saw a thing that's Obi-Wan or
it's Obi-Wan's. It's Ewan McGregor's wife,
which is wild.
Yeah, nepotism. Jeez, Disney.
Jeez, Disney. Now, so Heidi, we see that little hologram, and Heidi has never watched Rebels. She has no idea who Ezra is, and she goes, "He looks like a nerd." And I'm like, well, you know what, Ezra's a kid. Like he was
a teenager by the time.
Yep.
But now time has passed. He should be 20.
Yeah, a little grown up. Yeah, at least, you know. But and it's hard telling how time is moving or wherever he is or whatever. But yeah,
interesting.
I am really enjoying watching Filoni get to tell this continued story. Like, how Rebels ended, you knew there's going to be more.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing it live action like this, I'm enjoying it. Yeah. What do they got to do to fix it, Steve, for you? How are you going to bump this up to an 8? What do they got to do?
Zeb. Get Zeb in there, for one.
Yeah.
That'll help. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Big shock that you want the ape-like character to come back.
Need somebody. Somebody cool in there. I mean,
yeah. I will tell you, Rebels, Kanan was my favorite part of Rebels.
Kanan was my favorite part of Rebels too.
Yes.
And honestly, when Rex was on, Rex would help.
Oh, Rex would be.
But Rex should be dead because he ages twice as fast. Remember?
Yeah. God, I hope he's not dead. I hope he's going to be in this.
Oh,
because
he'd be pretty old.
Oh, shit. I just love Rex. And he's got to be in this because we have not seen Rex's end. Like, we've never seen Rex die.
No, but he was old.
He was old. He was old and fat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rex would be amazing. He could be a big help.
He would be a big help.
But
also, I mean, let's be honest. If you're them, you're like, yeah, you just put Rex in season 2.
I don't know. I heard that this was supposed to be a one and done.
Really?
I could be wrong on that, but that's what I heard.
Oh, wow. I mean, it wouldn't shock me, but I would be surprised. But I think, what did I just see that there's no...
No, they're interested in doing a season 2.
Okay.
Yeah. LaGuardia told me that. I don't know where he heard that.
Well, it might have been that's what they were talking, but then, of course, you know, as thing gets going, yeah. Rick Jones says, Ahsoka is a little rough around the edges, but I can't complain. It would be nitpicking. Yeah. Both Bill Dorkler and Old Man Kyle both confirming that Governor Ryder, whatever his name is, Clancy Brown, he did play him both. He played him in Rebels, too. So that voice is very...
Yeah.
Yeah. Any kind of... He looks like him.
Yeah, it sounds like they're interested in doing a season 2, just, like, depending on how it does, like, with the community. Pretty much if people like it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something. I just found out that they were saying there's not going to be another one. That kind of surprised me. Yeah, I don't know. I love it. I think it's fun, and I'm looking forward to watching those next 2 episodes. I will definitely be watching those before I watch Secret Invasion. But.
All right.
All right. That wraps up Ahsoka.
Did you have more toy news?
I don't think so.
We jumped off.
They're good. We're
Did
good
you
at
have
times.
toy drama?
So I've in part of like life and relationships, I've been asked to maybe not be on my phone as much.
Gosh. Can't freaking smoke a cigar. Can't be on your phone.
So I have been like coming home and putting my phone on the charger and walking away from it. Yeah.
So
I can't say it's been
no toy
liberating.
drama.
There was something I thought I saw.
Like you were asked to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say though? When you're asked to do that, what do you say?
No.
Really?
I mean, unless you want to do it. But usually if someone asks me to do something, that makes me not want to do it. Like if I come up with the idea, it's okay, but
Like if there's a do not press sticker on a button, you should want to press it.
No, it doesn't really work that way. But if someone said press this button, I'd be like, no.
Oh, I did grab this one little bit here. There's going to be a lot of reading here, and a little bit of things we probably don't know the answers to. But
Okay.
House of Awok, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom official fan group.
All right.
Okay, so this is like their House of Awok that's their cabal.
Okay.
Is what I would say. All right. James Hennon posted, well, I just received shipment from Spiro Toys, which was supposed to contain 5 of the 16 items I was shorted in my initial Kickstarter pledges, which I reported almost 10 weeks ago. Not sure why all of my items didn't ship at once, since the remaining missing items are all Wave 1 items, which have made it to retailers and trade shows. But after radio silence for so long, I assumed any progress was a good thing. The package, however, only contained 4 items, and one of them was wrong. How is this still happening? I have sent a new assistance email to Adam Drake in hopes of someday seeing the things I paid for 2 years ago. I really want to support this line and its creators, but Spiro Toys, you must do better than this. Carlos Castillo jumps in and says, for what it's worth, I've been a customer of them since the 4-inch stuff. I've had 4 issues with them, and they've been able to fix all issues but 1, which is still being looked at. I have faith in this company and staff. It seems that the Kickstarter has some serious issues. It looks like orders got shuffled. Something similar happened to the War of the Aether Blade, so not sure if I can blame Spiro for that. To which Richard Jones replies, if you're not familiar with Dick Jones, Euro Legions podcast.
Euro Legions podcast.
Yep.
Check it out if you're a
Yep.
Legions fan.
Yep. So Rich says, we can blame Spiro for refusing to send Waves 1 and 2 separately, as they promised when we backed the Kickstarter. We can blame Spiro for ignoring emails, deleting posts when someone raised an issue, and mocking customers who questioned what was happening. We can also blame them for taking 10 weeks to send out missing figures while selling figures to new buyers at shows.
Yeah.
Alas, I feel your faith will be misplaced going forward. To which Carlos goes, valid points. James Henson jumps in and says, Carlos, I have similarly been a supporter since the very first figures. I have every figure, including the exclusives that have been produced prior to the Primal series. I backed for every figure this go round, got the PowerCon exclusive, and have all of Wave 3 on pre-order. It is not a question of faith in the company so much as a concern that their focus is too far off towards the future to see that things are crumbling around them. Yes, there were issues coming out of the Kickstarter fulfillment. However, instead of addressing those issues and nipping them in the bud, Spiro was focused on newer solicitations and convention appearances. I've heard more about their travel plans than on their plans to correct these issues. What updates are posted are vague and informative. I would happily continue buying and supporting the brand, but until my issues and everyone else's are resolved, my wallet is closed. Carlos replies, yeah, you are right. I don't understand why they're letting these issues drag on for this long. A few more people will get in on this with even further comments. What do you think, Steven?
It's hard. I think that everybody who's unsatisfied has valid points. And I'm not trying to I can't discredit those points. I can say I don't know really what's going on with Sphero. It's always easy to armchair quarterback. That doesn't mean, when you're doing a business transaction, you pay for something, you should get it.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yes. Yep.
You know.
The people that are upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know what's going on financially with those guys. Are they in a monetary situation where they really need the money from these shows to keep going, to get the product out? I don't know. You know, we don't. There's a lot we don't know.
Right, and that is the hard part. Is there's so many pieces to this that we don't know the answers to. The problem is when you have people complaining like this. I understand where people are talking about it crumbling around you.
Absolutely.
You know, because you're trying to lay the groundwork for your toy line, and if you have people who are, especially your original Kickstarter backers.
Absolutely.
Yep. People really love this product.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of people do.
There's a lot of cool pictures. There's a lot of great stuff. I understand, like, having a small business like that where then all of a sudden you're just, like, all these cases of boxes show up at your, I can only imagine how stressful and how hard that is.
I just look forward to, I look at, where Matt is.
Yeah.
Matt's done great so far.
Yes.
Especially for a guy who doesn't know anything. Matt's a creative guy.
Yes.
He's not a toy baker.
Yes.
So when, you get these people that are like, hey, I'm going to follow my dream and I'm going to make this toy line, that's freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much stuff that comes up that you don't know about or didn't think about,
Yeah.
And I think of Matt when his Armies of Ashmore show up. Where's he going to put the product? Where's he going to ship it? Now, I'm sure Matt's thinking about that stuff,
Yep.
but it's not like these people that do this sort of thing have
It's not easy.
employees.
It's not easy.
Now, the AWOG guys seem to be doing something kind of together because there's more than one guy.
Yeah, but I think it's buddies, and I think it's. I remember this guy that they're saying that they're sending their emails to. I remember one time he straight up was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm not getting paid. I'm just trying to help here.
Right.
And Matt's gonna be in that position where there might be a day where Matt sends out the call, and 8 of us show up at his house to start
To box stuff up or
and
do
separate.
something.
I get it. And mistakes happen.
Yep.
Of course. Especially if Matt calls us to help.
Yeah. The guy I'm just using Matt as an example.
Of course.
He's
about to be going through this.
He's about to be going through some stuff. It's
Yep.
like, okay, well, he's got a full-time job.
Yep.
So I don't know what challenges. they're facing.
Yeah.
However, I can also say, well, you need to be doing your best to keep your people happy.
And they might be doing that, but I think the piece that's missing probably is that communication piece. And that might be the hard part. That might be the, because, the person saying War of the Aether Blade, for sure, there's definitely issues with that, right? Took a long time. We're dealing with COVID. There's all kinds of that stuff going on. I think you have to be out in front of this stuff, just talking. We know it for the most part. If you apologize, if you say yourself and you mean it,
Yeah.
For the most part, and and it's possible this has already been done. It's those conversations maybe have happened. We don't know. We're talking about toy drama that's based on something someone posted on Facebook. Like, we got no idea. But I do hope for the best for those guys. And like I said, it's a toy line that people are really excited about.
People love the figures. The figures seem to be good from the ones we've handled.
Mm-hmm. It makes me think back to the Coolest Cooler. Huge Kickstarter, $1 million Kickstarter. They get all these orders for this cooler, and then they find out that they pretty much can't make the cooler for what people Kickstarted it at. I was lucky enough to get one of these coolers, so I was in early. But there was thousands of people that weren't getting them, and then they were selling them on Amazon. The company was selling them on Amazon. People were buying them from Amazon and getting them before they were getting the one they Kickstarted. Okay, which is kind of what's happening with. Mm-hmm. And the company just straight up was like, we can't afford to not do this. The only way the people who backed it as Kickstarters are going to get theirs is if we sell a bunch more of these on Amazon for more money. So I think you run into problems like shipping
stuff you never saw.
Right, shipping prices going
coming.
crazy, and if you charge shipping up front, well then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole shipping fiasco where they weren't shipping Wave 2 or Wave 1 until they got Wave 2. Mm-hmm. That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But would doing it the other way bankrupt them?
Probably.
I don't know.
And then there's no future for the toy line.
These are the decisions that you end up being. There are decisions that have to be made that you end up being the bad guy for.
Yes. Yep.
Not making excuses for them.
Yep.
But just stuff I think about.
And we are obviously we're lucky because the toy line that we really love has the Four Horsemen behind it, and they have gone through a lot of these things and have learned and found this is the way to,
Well, one thing the Horsemen have always done, it seems, is they never got too big for their britches. They never, tried a few different lines. They've got the Gothotropolis. They got their other things at the Seventh Kingdom. All this little stuff that I think they've basically said they were no Mythic Legions as far as sellers.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Still really cool product.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Beautiful toys.
Yep.
But yeah, the learning curve over the last 20 plus years of them guys doing things now, they're then you got your upstarts right now. That Kickstarter,
so they're learning all this
has
stuff.
has opened up these doors for people that never could have done it before without Kickstarter.
Yep.
And now they're thrown into a whole new world of these are the logistics that I didn't know about. So, I don't know if I feel like I'm making excuses for them. I'm really not. I guess I'm just trying to rationalize maybe why some things are happening.
Yeah. Well, and we've seen the Horsemen have issues with things, delays. We've seen it happens. I think about Matt too, dude, and I'm like, he's got some. There's gonna be some shit. There just is gonna be, you know. I mean,
He has no. He's got to learn.
and you can't.
He's got some great people around him though,
Which helps.
That's a good thing.
Yep, you and me.
He's got some great. Me and you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, he's got some great people around him that can hopefully guide him through and make it as painless as possible. You know, to get these awesome figures in our hands.
But you're right. You're gonna make some decisions that are gonna upset some people.
Yeah, and you're gonna learn. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have had to do that.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
so who knows, man?
It makes me think of Chris with, you know, D13 Toys. That dude, he's probably gonna just sail through a lot of this stuff because he's been doing this for a long time,
Yep.
which he had his big sale with his exclusives, and is that really happening?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna show you real quick. It says Episode 5 of Star Wars, Ahsoka, is apparently so big and important Disney thinks it should be seen on screen. So in some of the big cities across the U.S., they're showing Episode 5
Wow.
of Ahsoka.
Interesting.
Would you ever even consider doing that?
Going to see it at the theater?
Yeah.
Maybe.
If like you're going with a group or something.
Yeah. We did. We went and saw The Killing Joke together. Remember that?
Yeah.
I was at a theater one night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you haven't seen Star Wars stuff in theaters in
Yeah, it's been
long
a while.
fucking time.
Holy
5
cow.
years, something.
Yeah.
4 years. Maybe.
Yeah.
No one wanted it after Ray.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's really the reason, but I like to say that.
Trevor says, I don't think they have a cash flow problem. I don't know if he's referring to AWOC, which I'm guessing.
I think he is.
Yeah. Chris had his sale, his show exclusives from PowerCon. He also had some test shots up, and all of it gone.
Nice.
Yeah, so things are heading in the right direction for biblical adventures. Is that?
Yeah, buddy. Boom. The Biblical Adventures.
Yeah.
I can't turn around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got it right there. Biblical Adventures D13. Yeah. So good job, Chris, and good luck with that, buddy. All right, I think that wraps up the drama.
That was some good drama.
Yeah, it's definitely drama.
All right, I guess that brings us to thanks UPS guy.
Dang, it does, don't it?
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Got anything?
Nope. I opened the science officer.
Okay.
I opened Vorga.
Yep.
Which obviously we'd already opened those all together.
Yes.
Yes. But going back and opening them and playing with them myself, kind of putting them together, also gave me a appreciation for the figure once again. And those cosmics are amazing.
They're super fun. I'm going through the same thing. I took that first wave that we all looked at and opened up every single one of them in a day and put all their stuff on them, and then brought them here. And there's a lot of figures I have to reopen.
Yeah.
I don't have them all reopened. I just opened Vorga a couple nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
I played with her and
Was her shoulder pauldrons a nightmare?
difficult,
Holy shit.
tight.
Super tight. Which is, I always will say I would prefer tight.
Yeah.
But wow, those babies, that took some heat.
Yeah.
Did you put on her left shoulder pauldron?
I put both of them on.
Okay, so she has that tattoo.
Yeah.
I did not want to cover it up at all. I really loved that tattoo. Like
Yeah.
I felt like it. I mean, it's a beautiful little tattoo on her arm. That they did an amazing job with. Now, I think you can still see it with the pauldron on regardless, but man, she's a cool figure. Which head do you got on her?
The masked
Yeah, mask too. I like both heads a lot.
respirator, whatever is on her face.
Yep.
Yeah, for those of you at home, Vorga is an alien female figure with a chain machine gun type laser gun or something. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. That gun's a beast.
Dust said he hopes he made Steve proud when he was on The Lair. Did you get a chance to watch?
The Lair.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched
You
the
haven't
most
seen
recent
Dusty on
Lair.
The Lair? He was just on it, I think, last week.
I'll have to check it out.
Yep, I have not watched that one yet either. So much good stuff to watch now.
There is a lot of good stuff to watch, and I've been busy too. Put vinyl plank flooring in a room, and I did that, and it
God, you probably felt
sucked.
probably felt like a real man after doing that.
Felt like I don't want to be a real man.
It's like time to pay people.
Yeah. Like, so
I love that science officer.
science officer is great. I did bring, just for fun. I brought my science officer. I brought a couple little heads from Wolf King to show on them. Got these in from Len. You see him quick.
Oh, yeah.
Put 'em on just an alien head, another
Yeah.
version you can throw on.
Looks like Cad Bane.
Kind of
We're
does.
almost done.
Yeah. So.
We're almost done.
Just kind of being creative, putting colors on, and
He looks
It's-
great.
it's a lot of fun to do these heads for Cosmic because they're so they're so wild. They're so you can just do things. But yeah, I believe you can get this head from Wolf King right now. You can grab figures from Wolf King too.
It might take a couple days to get them shipped because I think they're probably still loving up RetroCon.
Oh, that's right. They're at RetroCon. Len's little display looked great.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, looked really good. So did the Four Horsemen display. Looked
Yes, sir. Which is basically also Len.
Yeah, yeah, because he's doing the street team, so it looked like they had. Oh wow, Steve.
And this is a Emil
Oh,
Wickman sculpt here that I painted up. Kind of a fun.
that might not be able to leave. Wow. Oh, that's freaking killer, dude.
Make that closer.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the sculptor came from that first one I had or where that came
Mhm.
from exactly. But this one definitely is Emil. Lots of creases and crevices and detail for paint to fall into, and it just makes for a fun little guy.
God, that's awesome.
So
I love that head, dude. I like that one's cool too. That thing though, that's amazing. And that is the fun part about this cosmic realm, is it allows people to kind of really dive into that crazy sci-fi,
for sure,
and that's awesome.
that is definitely what is fun about Cosmic, is you can do anything you really want
Yeah.
to do.
And I love that engineer body. I love that white, just a couple of colored pieces on it, but
Yeah, it's got the weird lower legs that are like kind of not as human. The way they're bent,
yeah,
they're bent more like a dog leg or something
Yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Where the science or the can't remember what this one's called. That's the science officer.
yeah, that's
isn't it?
the
This is
Sentry, right? Or
the Sentry has more human looking shape to his legs.
really, they're not the same. You're right. There is a little bit more of a bend, isn't there?
Yeah, and
At that knee.
this guy, the Sentry also has 5 fingers like a human,
Mhm.
and that has
The
3
Yeah.
like a Ninja Turtle.
Ah, super cool.
So if you're gonna do more alien-y stuff, that's not that you have to use that body at
Right,
all.
but that's the one.
but that kind of works a little bit.
That makes sense. Can't believe I didn't notice that.
And obviously, you can swap parts to make
do whatever you want. Yeah.
amalgamation you want to make.
Man, I cannot wait for Legions Con just to be able to hug Emily. Do you know those guys are coming in? They're coming in Friday?
They're not anymore. Their flight changed. They're coming in Saturday.
Okay, so they're coming in Saturday. Pick them up in Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
Do you know what that weekend is?
No.
It's Grand Rapids Comic-Con.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Pick them up in Grand Rapids.
Depending on what time you pick them up, I mean,
That would be interesting.
you come right either to the show if
Are
it's
you
going.
doing it this year?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just one booth, but yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Could be fun, dude. That could be real fun. Oh, it could be really fun for those boys. We get to go to a decent sized Comic-Con the first weekend and then go to Legions
That
Con.
would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And we could get them in. We could.
What?
Yeah, I said, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I want to take them home.
Yeah, because he wants them all to himself.
Take them home and feed them.
Is this all you got, buddy?
Do some yard work.
Put them to work.
Put them to work.
You bring anything else, or?
No, sir. That's all I got. I didn't get anything new. It's just these heads.
Yeah,
I painted up
It was
yesterday.
a slow toy week for me as well.
Which is good after getting that giant battle cat. And
Oh,
I'm like,
shit,
You
yeah.
know what? I could just cool it here for a minute.
Might be a good idea.
So,
Play with that for a while.
yes, sir.
I do got to say our last episode obviously was very enjoyable for people. I do got to throw out there, the name of the podcast is My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me.
Yeah.
And about 2 months ago, 3 months ago was it, Courtney kind of let you have it a little bit, which resulted in Real Steve coming out for a while. But the true Steve, of course, he might have got buried down a little bit, but Heel Steve came back.
I lost my way.
Yep. He is back. So I thought it was kind of amusing that over the last 3 months the wives have played a little bit of role in this podcast again, because I kind of thought they forgot about it. So
Never again.
never again. Never again. So I'm definitely glad you guys enjoyed that. It was not the best week for me, but it was only a week, and things are looking up. I hope.
Things are looking up.
I hope it's getting better.
Hope it's, or we're going to die because Piety just poisoned us.
So she might have just poisoned our popcorn. So. All
Wow.
right. That's all I got.
What about for episode 300?
What about it?
Nothing. I don't know.
Episode 300 is not going to be the next episode. I think we are going to have a road to episode 300.
Oh, like we did for 200.
Yes.
Yes. Next
Yes.
episode might be 299.2.
Yes. It's a very good
Point one.
possibility.
Soon we'll get a best top 10 of 2022.
Oh. Yep.
Pete's on it, right?
Pete is on it, but we kind of, how it usually goes when Pete's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of talk.
A lot of talk. Hey, and listen, we're right there. I mean, we're sitting in the same room,
I can't do everything.
Yeah, we just we don't talk about it. We don't ever
First rule about my wife's going to kill me is you don't talk about my wife is going to kill me.
So episode 300 will happen. I still love the idea of having it being a live show with our friends. So that still might happen.
What else would we do?
Yeah, that's what we got to do, right? It's got to be.
We don't do
Take a
anything
submarine down to the Titanic?
else. Yeah, I don't.
We ain't going to do something like that.
No, we'll do a live show. We'll make it happen.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday morning. We will see you later. And yeah, you're lucky if we come back. Bye.
Is that another box?
Does this ever stop?
It's either me, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys.
Welcome to the My Wife is Going to Kill Me podcast.
The podcast where me and my friends talk about the number one thing that makes our wives want to kill us.
Toy collecting!
Transform and roll out. Transform and roll out. Transform. That's America's ass. And roll out. Transform. Roll out.
MWIGTKM. My wife is going to kill me. MWIGTKM. My wife is going to kill me.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, wow, you are dumb. All right, man's man. We'll see you on the flip-flop. I tend to lash out to protect my loved ones.
Travis.
At least he's just giving it the old whoppity dop.
It just keeps growing.
And it's good stuff.
Oh, shoot. Jeremy.
Don't encourage him. I hope the cat pisses on you.
You're reading again, aren't you?
I like everything, so just tell me stuff.
Steve.
I'm being misrepresented here. You got no power over me, you harpy.
Did you put a period at the end of that thing? MWIGTKM. My wife is going to kill me. MWIGTKM. My wife is going to kill me.